What's up, guys?
Yo.
We're back.
Reg, Alex.
Who the hell is you and why are you
I don't
here?
even know what that means.
Because I'm here because I'm taking over for SaVon today.
Yeah. See, this area of the couch looks a little different. I don't know. Something's off.
Yeah. He's MIA, so.
Yo, it's mad crazy how quick they try to replace you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't hear anything. Let's talk about SaVon anyway. So,
Because every time I talk, he never have his headphones on.
I think he's low-key lying about his last name being Slater. I feel like he's lying.
I think so too.
Y'all kind of traded places today. For the listeners who's listening, you know, I know you guys are kind of accustomed to maybe Pierre being in the background.
Yo.
And you got some fire one-liners too. I ain't gonna front. You getting your shit up.
I try.
Yeah. Now, if you're on YouTube, you do see that Pierre is in the position of SaVon. I hear SaVon's voice. Yeah, pause on the play.
That's crazy.
I hear SaVon's voice, but I don't see him.
I'm here in spirit. I will never leave you guys alone.
You like
Even
that
when
voice?
my
Where's
presence
that
is not
voice
there,
coming from?
I promise you, I will never abandon you.
Where's that voice
That's a
coming
lie.
from?
There was that one time.
I'm not gonna
All
lie.
right.
You sound like that
Let's move on.
conscious. You sound like that conscious in my ear.
Like in Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, you know how in Bruce Almighty they had this shit telling him what was good or bad? Yeah.
If I'm the conscious in your ear, you're gonna have a fucked up life.
Yo, please stop talking. You fucking my head up
Is he
right
the
now.
devil or the angel?
Yeah. I let him pick it.
That's tough.
But yeah, why did we switch places today? Say like, what's going on? Like the listeners is scared.
Well, it's that time of season. Everybody know. Anybody who listens to the podcast. If you're new to the podcast, you may not know. But I'm a junkie for sports, for fantasy sports. And unbeknownst to me, I committed. And y'all know, when I make a commitment, I have to see it through. But I made a commitment.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I made a commitment months ago to have a fantasy draft today while we record. So instead of me trying to draft like on camera,
Shaking
I
my
wanted to
head.
throw Pierre like in the fly. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? This your first team though.
Crazy.
I got mad teams.
You see niggas, right?
You see what I'm saying? I got a lot of teams.
This ain't your first team. You trying to
I'm saying, right?
Yeah, you're not appreciating your first team, right,
crazy.
Reg? You over here trying to build another one.
That's crazy.
No, but I will say, usually I would be the one, in the group chat scolding everybody, like, guys, we have to get it together. But I support SaVon all of his fantasy antics because he literally has a gift. So I will allow this.
Yeah, low key.
He could sit on the side and do his picking the whatever
thing.
you guys do,
And
and he'll join us later.
You're right, Reggie. But hold on, let's talk logistics. That's my bag. So what's the pot for this this fantasy league you in?
How much you losing?
Like, what's up? What you winning at the end of this? Because if you wanna, deal with your other team on our time,
That's crazy.
might need some ends on
You
that.
double dipping right now.
Nah, the entry is like $250. Season long commitment, 12 people. We all put in $250, and then we see who wins at the end of the year. But again, I don't think that people really care to hear about why I'm not on camera. I think they want to hear about what the fuck we've been up to since we've been gone.
Yeah, we've been up to a lot,
That's a good one.
guys.
Get
Yo.
yourself out of that one. That was
It's been
smooth.
like, I feel like I've been going 100 miles an hour. Or we've been going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's been a lot
Yeah.
going on.
Left, right.
Let's catch everybody up.
Like
man.
every time we drop something fire,
Yeah.
it's like a couple days, boom, we drop another one, and everyone's like, oh shit.
Yeah, we right on their head top. Listen, let's catch everybody up. Welcome back to the Need to Know podcast. What you need to know, when you need to know on the Need to Know podcast. I'm joined by my astute crew. I don't know if that's a correct word, but
And I am your conscious.
you can't tell. You can't.
I like this
You have to
shit.
do it wrong in life.
What's going on, y'all? Shit, guys, SaVon.
See, it's
I was
fucking
gonna-
up everything.
I got you. I
It's
was
fucking up everything. Because I got my intro down by now, but then SaVon at least gives you a little something like, and I'm joined by.
push.
I got you.
But he just left us out here.
And we are
drive.
joined by the lovely. You got to say your name though. The lovely.
Yes. Hello, guys. It's your girl, Reggie. We have a very special episode. We missed you guys so much, and I'm so excited to pop right now.
Oh, very much so. There's a
Yeah.
lot to talk about. There's a lot to get into. And P, what's up? Talk to the people real quick.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Pierre. I think this is my first time on the second time on the couch.
Can I do kind of like your AKAs?
Talk to me.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Here we go.
Pierre, the Michael Jackson hater.
Oh, my gosh.
I could explain that. I could go into it if you want.
Not right now. Not
Nah,
right
nah,
now.
crazy.
You know what? We'll
Okay.
get into it a little bit later.
Okay.
But since you are here, we're gonna get into that. As always, it's your boy A, the Paca Rabone Poppy, and I'm never alone, and I'm always with the posse. I like how y'all starting to catch on. That's fly. That's fly.
How you come up with that?
God.
Okay.
Yeah, just be putting thoughts in my brain for real. I'm crazy, so things just come to me at night.
Okay.
Pause.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But it's been a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's good to see y'all faces.
Facts.
Oh shit, I don't even kind of know where to start. We've been partying.
Yeah.
We've been dropping episodes, but I
Yeah,
guess we
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
really been here since we put out the Ish thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, that's a good.
How do
place
you
to
guys
start.
feel about the reception, how everything went?
I think it was fire. If you look at the YouTube now, we cracked 100K.
That is pretty
That's what's
crazy.
up. Salute to everybody for listening.
As an
and
independent
watching.
pod, guys.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, shout out to the YouTube. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Ish too. We haven't been able to pod in a while, so I do think it's important to, salute Ish. He came. I don't even think he knew how many people liked him like that. Like I knew. Me and Alex. I think we had a nice inclination. I don't know if Ish really knew the weight that his name holds and the fans that he kind of has. So shout out to everybody who tapped in from the Ish episode, from the Elliott Wilson episode. We hit y'all with guests back to back. I don't know what we've been on, honestly. Because we don't even do guests like that. But back to back was awesome. 2 light skinned niggas too. We gotta switch it up a little bit.
You got the yellow people.
We need a dark skin.
Yeah, well, I might bring a few.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
What you mean you?
Huh?
It's us.
Oh, my fault. You right. It is us. But I ain't gonna lie. Say, how'd you feel about the Ish interview, man? I remember you was disclosing to me, Regi and Pierre, that you was looking at certain comments, man.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what
Say something
happened?
flagrant.
Yeah.
What they say? What they say about
What
you?
happened?
We recorded a whole episode that we did not put out. That's why it feels so long.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We
I
actually
forgot about that.
did talk about the Ish episode. I spoke about how I'm going to Turkey to get a new beard because the shame that y'all have bestowed upon me for not having a full
implants.
beard. That hurt.
Now, your shit look good. You got it like a 4 o'clock shot. Look good.
My shit is like a 12 and a half clock, a 12:30 p.m. shadow. Like, this shit is bad. I didn't know it was that bad until Ish came on the pod. Like, Alex, I'm used to your shit. Your beard looks a little artificial, but I know it's the real deal.
Alex,
Hey, that's a compliment. That's a compliment.
Alex has a beard standard.
That's a compliment. No, imagine you having a real ass and then somebody tells you that your ass looks fake. That's like a compliment.
Yeah, I
Nah,
see
it
what
is.
you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay.
But then
Okay.
sitting next to you and Ish, like, thank God Reggie doesn't have a beard.
Oh, thank
It's
God.
like,
Yes.
it just looks really bad. So we actually did talk about the Ish episode. We just couldn't put it out. We had some technical difficulties. If you do want to hear it, it is like a lost file episode. You can go to Patreon. We did release it over there. It's not the best quality, but we did actually talk about the Ish episode.
Yeah,
so
and it was a
shout out
good
to everybody
episode.
who tapped in.
Real good.
And I'm glad we posted that episode because I think people be thinking we lying.
Yeah.
So it was good to see the people from the Patreon community. Salute to y'all.
Tapping in,
that were able to come on Twitter and Instagram and let everybody else know, like, hey, they actually did put out an episode.
Yeah.
They chopped it up in there.
Yeah, we weren't lying.
It wasn't lying. Yeah. And then right after that, we had Elliott Wilson pull up on us.
That was really big for us.
Elliott's energy, I just want to harken on. When he came in the studio, he was on 100.
100. I love
And
it.
I
No,
think it set the vibe.
He
It was
let
crazy.
himself in.
Yeah,
we
let
were
himself
trying
in.
to give
Yeah,
him a
man.
grand entrance, but he like busted in the door. He was like, "What's up?" And he's
like,
like, "Where
"I'm
my
here."
drink at?"
I almost punched him. Nah, because we in Brooklyn, yo.
Yeah.
No
Just walk-
disrespect.
you can't just walk in anywhere in Brooklyn.
You feel what I'm saying? Yo, we in
Facts.
Brooklyn. Here come this light-skinned brother just, hey, y'all, I'm ready to pod. Like, that was
It
crazy.
was pretty surreal, like knowing like all of us have like referenced him so many times on the pod. Like, if what would Elliott Wilson say? Like, we would talk about him a lot, and now to have him here and embrace us so much, and also like give a really great interview. Like, I get like mad notifications, like comments on Twitter and on the Instagram of people saying like, "Yo, like
TKIG,
you guys like changed my perspective about him. This was a really good interview about like." I'm really proud of it. I be watching that shit. I'm like, "Yo, we fucking killed
We
this."
did that
Like,
shit.
not gonna lie, like.
I ain't gonna front. It was dope to kind of see you, Reggie, in your space, right? Like
Yeah, I
what we
was
do
in my-
over here, right?
I was in my element. or
Real?
whatever.
Nah, you really
I will
was.
say, I will say.
And to be honest, we don't really get to see much of that, right? Because of what we
Yeah.
do here. Like we see like a version of it, like the podcast version of it. But to kind of see you, do your homework
light.
and study and bring things up that I forgot about. I was like, oh, she's killing this shit right
Yeah,
now.
I was like, remember 1996 when you like, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
But
so you
that
don't
was
know his
super
waist
fun.
size and shit. We just know anything about boy for real.
Like,
I will say the overall consensus was they liked my research. If you look at the comments, they like my research. They
Came
like
well
SaVon's.
prepared.
They like SaVon's questions, and they loved Alex's commentary. So I feel like that's just like such a good balance that we all have. You know,
a nice little trifecta. Y'all was
Yeah.
doing it. Y'all did it.
And we are not industry plants.
Oh no, yeah,
I saw that too. Yeah.
this is hard work, guys.
This podcast started in 2018.
Yeah.
I want to be one though. Like, am I wrong for that? I kind of like the
Why not?
commentary around being an industry player.
Yeah, why
But the
not?
shelf life of someone who's an industry plant, quote unquote, it doesn't usually last that long.
Yeah, because they didn't get put on for the real talent.
Yeah.
Like it's like artificial.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends. I'm not gonna name the industry plants that I think are industry plants because they're like massive stars. They're like, oh yeah, I'm pussy. Yeah. Honestly, just for the sake of you and all of us, I'm not gonna say the two names that come to mind. But sometimes it does work out in like people's favor.
Yeah,
no, honestly, but if we were an industry plant pod, I feel like we'll be okay because we actually are like a good pod. So it would work for us.
Yeah. But I want to let them know that we are not.
Oh yeah.
Plenty nights up late. Pierre been here for a while, so it is kind of dope to kind of see people tap in with us and get familiar with us. Show love, give some flowers here and there. And yo, salute to y'all talking shit in the comments too.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's super fun to me at least.
Every flower grows in dirt.
Ooh.
So
see, here Pierre goes with
it gotta work in both ways. It's gotta work symbiotically.
You put on your pastor pants today, and that's
we need both. Like we need both.
Here you go.
Yeah, there needs to be a balance of it. That's a fact. Yeah. I don't want too much of the other. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder when my hate comments are gonna start. I don't want to jinx myself, but like, no, I always get a few every episode. There's always somebody like there's always gonna be, especially me working in hip hop, be like, oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Like I will always get that. That's fine. But I wonder when like the hate is gonna, like I wonder when people are gonna turn on me. What is it gonna take?
What do you consider hate?
Just like really going in on me, just like making fun of me, like just dragging me, because like I get a lot of positive comments. I feel like people are very, very nice to me in the comments.
Lovable.
Reggie, oh my God, Reggie,
Reggie. I wonder what I would have to do for people to turn on me.
You just grow a catfish beard like me.
What?
Like
you know how the catfish has like the facial hair? Like just grow out that bum ass mustache that I got, and I think that's like your step one to have social media internet hate.
Hey, I'll try it.
Yeah.
I need some thicker skin. I'm gonna try it.
So next pod, you got to come with a beard.
Okay, let's try
like the costume joint.
I will be honest, Reggie. The internet bullying you it can work for you sometimes. Like, so we started off with the Ish episode, right? I watched our Ish episode, and then I watched our Elliott episode. Now, the Ish episode has a ton of different views, mad views, comments. I think that was the interview that really kind of pushed us into like the algorithm. But I think a lot of people, from the feedback that I heard, they really appreciated and liked the Elliott episode a little bit better because of just the dynamic that the three of us had with Elliott and, you know, the information. I do want to give a disclaimer, and I'm not on camera, so I'm not going to talk too long. But I will say this, and I wish I would have said this to fucking Ish when he was here. He is officially a podcaster.
Wait, I mean, did people think otherwise?
Did he think otherwise?
When I say that, because Alex, you known Ish since we've been doing this shit. Ish was just always Ish, right? On and off air. Seeing him and doing this interview with him, I now realize he turns it on when the cameras come on.
Yeah.
He gets it. He gets it.
Like that wasn't Ish before, so I didn't know. So if you look at our BTS like interactions, it's mad jokey. He's laughing. He's throwing. When this nigga got on camera, he became Barack Obama. I couldn't get him to laugh. Like shit, he couldn't get me to laugh. I'm like, damn. So
you was pressing that nigga. You sounded like his prosecutor. I was
about to come in here and get him on a gavel. Like yo, just hit the.
Not the gavel.
I'm like, damn, did it get charged with something?
No, but I see what you're saying, SaVon. Like he knows his like pod role, and he really plays into it.
That's what I think, and I think I wasn't really prepared for that. So when people, like all the hundreds of thousands of people who watch and like are killing me on the internet, oh SaVon, you need to shut the fuck up and listen to your elders. Like, damn, nigga, no. Like we actually have a rapport and a relationship off camera, but it didn't translate on camera because that's what he do. Like this is what he does now.
And I've heard my fault. I've heard Ish take to the Joe Budden podcast and say that, yo, we actually gave him the room to speak here.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you.
He said that on there. So like, if he feels that way, then I'm cool.
I'm not gonna lie. He looked more comfortable with us than, you know.
Yeah, nah, it's the fact.
Over there.
Hey, don't start some shit.
Nah, blame it on they got bad chairs over there.
Yeah, it's the couch.
The cat, my fault.
Yeah, that's an expensive ass couch though.
OD. OD.
I wonder what the thread count on that. It's plush. It's plush, right? Yeah.
Oh my Jesus.
But that's a fact.
What happened with Charlamagne?
Oh shit!
And Andrew Schulz.
There's just so much to talk about that.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. That shit
going crazy.
Yeah, that was kind of random. I think we was all in a group chat, right?
Yep.
And then somebody was like, "Yo, you know, it was kind of good to hear Charlamagne the God and Andrew Schulz stamp y'all at the end of the episode." It was like, what?
Oh yeah, it was a comment.
Oh no, it was an Instagram comment. Someone commented that.
That was super dope to see. I ain't gonna lie. Look, SaVon and Charlamagne have a history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, it's really good to see full circle moments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember you listening to Charlamagne in like my dorm room and shit.
Yeah.
So,
Truth be told, Charlamagne is one of the reasons why I even got into podcasting and broadcasting in general.
Wow.
I feel like you told that story.
And that show, right?
Yeah.
It's Brilliant Idiots, that show.
That show in particular, that's probably my favorite podcast to listen to outside of anything. Like in my own leisure, that's my go-to podcast. So for them to kind of be tapped in and be like, oh shit, we actually fuck with y'all, keep doing what y'all doing. Yeah. And then we listen to it in context. So y'all know I'm Reddit, man. I'm always in the Reddit streets. I'm always in the comments. Yeah. And a lot of people try to kind of shit on our moment or give us a backhanded compliment because they were like, oh yeah, Charlamagne only bigged him up because he fucking hates Joe and it's the pod.
Yeah, he was like,
wars.
oh, it's a chess move.
Like a lot of people said that. And I get it, right?
There might be a grain of truth.
There might be some truth in it a little bit.
It may be.
Hey, we'll take it.
If you watch,
I love all of this.
If you watch the podcast in its entirety and see what led to them like giving us that shout out, yo, Pierre, I can still see you. You're on camera.
Watch this.
Like you're not back here, nigga. I see you. All right.
He's tapping my leg and shit like, yo, Alex, watch this.
Exactly. But I will say, I felt like it was super genuine. Shout out to Charlamagne. Shout out to Andrew Schulz. Their whole team, honestly. Like again, I've been a fan, and it's just nice to know the greats keep acknowledging us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that's fire.
So I think like, let's say whatever devil's advocate, like let's say he maybe a little bit of it was a chess move. I'm not saying it is, but let's say it was. Yeah. I don't think that Charlamagne would co-sign us so directly if we were not a good, at least like a good pod. You know, like he wouldn't just throw us a shout out for no reason just to be spiteful. So I think, you know, it really was like he probably did check us out and was like, oh, this is like pretty dope.
And they were clear and concise.
Yeah. SaVon, Alex, and Regi.
Nah, he wasn't that clear because salute to Charlamagne. He was like, and Regi works in radio. Reggie talks about how he works in radio. Charlamagne, what up? Oh, man, I'm Alex, man. And I do work in radio, but it was good to hear that.
Yeah, we just appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I do want to play that clip real quick, just for the folks who may not have heard it.
For sure. You got it on you? You came prepared or you prepared for
your
a podcast that I've been enjoying, and it is the Need to Know podcast.
Need to Know.
The Need to Know podcast. I just pulled them up. It is SaVon, Alex, and Regi. I like what y'all fucking do.
Let me see.
I like the chemistry. I like, you know, the things y'all talk about, the things y'all discuss. I enjoy listening to y'all. I really do. SaVon, Alex, and Regi. 3 youngins called the Need to Know podcast. Salute to them. And no, they're not on the Black Effect. For all you cocksuckers who think I only big up Black Effect podcast, but nah, I want to say SaVon, Alex, and Regi, the Need to Know podcast. I fuck with y'all.
Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, man. Keep doing it. Don't let me down.
The Need to.
That's
know
why I don't be
podcast.
wanting to. That's why I like to shout people out.
It's the Need to Know podcast.
Yes, the
not
Need to Know
to be
podcast.
confused with Need to Know.
What I said?
Because Need to Know is 2 old white guys.
No. It's the Need to Know podcast.
The Need to Know podcast.
Yeah, SaVon, Alex, and Regi. I like what y'all do.
You want to know why I really like this? Yeah. Because we've had conversations over here, and I'll speak specifically about Charlamagne that maybe wasn't in the greatest light. Yeah. But I love how Unc is able to kind of just see the space, see who's bubbling, see who has strong voices, and to kind of just talk about the content. Yeah. And I really salute that. Because a lot of people could take shit like that personally, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of it too, like, you know, me being around you guys for so long, and especially with Regi, like, y'all chemistry is fire.
It means a lot.
And I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, you guys are around the people you're around and everything like that, and I think it's cool. But for all the people that you guys are around, I feel like this was probably the most genuine shout out that I've like heard that, you know, that you guys have gotten. And it just kind of like when I saw it and heard it, I was like, wow, that's cool. Like, really fire. How come nobody else, you know, I don't want to mention any names, but really like shouted you guys out like that. So I thought that was fire. Real genuine. It came out real genuine, and loved it. Yeah.
Nah, no funny shit. And even
we are not on the Black Effect Network, but
we are not.
I will let you know we shopping this motherfucker around, baby.
We are not.
Nah, man, that was really dope, man. Again, just the inception of me being interested in fucking podcasting. The real moment for me was actually at a Brilliant Idiots live show way back in the day at it was somewhere in New York City. I forget the name of the hall. It's no longer there. Highline Ballroom. right? I think that used to be a thing. It's no longer a thing. And they had a show there. And I just remember I got there late because I lived fucking far as hell and it was raining that day. And
I know.
I was, it was just a horrible, horrible day. I was late. And so I was standing in the back, right? There was standing room. I think it was seating, but I had standing room and I was all the way in the back. Right. And I was with somebody at the time and I just remember tapping her shoulder. And, you know, she was excited for me. She was a fan of the pod, but she knew like I was really a big fan of it. And she looked at me. She was like, yo, why you seem upset? Like, we're here. The fuck are you, like, fix your face. And I just remember looking at her saying, like, I want to be on that side one day. You know, like I want to get to a point to where I can see myself doing this and the people on stage kind of acknowledge me for what it is that I do. So 5, 6, 7 years, however many years later, to wake up to that, to the listeners, like the fact that we have cross listeners, like I don't even think about who's listening and what's you know what I'm saying? The fact that our listeners let us know, like, yo, they shouted you out on Brilliant Idiots. Like it was
they
a
like
beautiful
told
moment.
us. They like flooded the comments.
That's fire.
I ain't going front though. I did want to kind of end with this because I do want to address that. I didn't see the comments, but y'all told me about the comments. Like salute to everybody that does think, even if he shouted us out with a little like spice with it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, we're all doing what we want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what's important. You having an opinion on something, you pushing narratives, like I'm starting to understand and learn, like I can't even take shit personal anymore.
Oh no, absolutely
right?
not.
Like they're built, everything is built. I'm
to react off of.
Literally, like I'm seeing podcasts on YouTube now that are just reactionary podcasts for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really necessarily hear their own points. Yeah. But anyway, even if he did do that, like I do think Charlamagne is an intelligent person. For sure. And we're our own people. Yeah. I did want to say that. Yeah. I did see some shit that kind of felt like, you know, people think that we don't have our own thoughts. Like and we can't, you know, read shit or shit like that. Yeah. But nah, all of that shit is love to me, man.
Some niggas is haters, bro. Honestly, after our party, yo, first off, we sold that bitch out.
Salute.
Okay,
Salute to
we sold out the party.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, when the greats keep mentioning you, like, I don't know what that means. We ain't got no crystal ball. We aren't industry plans despite what you may think. But it's all about alignment for me. You know what I'm saying? It's all about alignment for us. And things just seem to really be aligning in a major way. So everything that's happening for us, like, I'm super appreciative and thankful. And this has been fun.
And to piggyback off of that, it speaks a lot to when you've got something going, you just don't stop just because you may not see what you want going on right now. Because imagine if the moment came and then you guys didn't have the rapport, didn't really know how to banter between you guys and guests, then it would have just fell flat. And then we probably wouldn't have gotten the recognition, or you guys probably wouldn't have gotten the recognition on the show that it did. So
like by that point where we are getting these really cool moves, we have done hundreds of episodes together already. So then it just fit perfectly.
Absolutely. Like this podcast has completely helped and changed my life forever. Just to see real shit, right? Just to see something that you start in your 20s, in your early 20s, and then you reach a period where you feel like, all right, man, I kind of been doing this a few years now. Am I seeing the certain, SaVon knows we went back and forth about this, right? Like, are we seeing a certain amount of return that we want to see? And then understanding that, yo, dog, this is all a journey. You're supposed to literally go through the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs, the times where you feel like, yo, man, should we keep doing this shit? And the reason why I say set me up for life is because now I interject this mindset into everything I do. You just got to keep going. You know what I'm saying?
So I listen to most of the music that I listen to is like singer-songwriter, rap and stuff like that. There's an artist that I listen to, a really good artist. His name is Ben Rector. I forget the name of the song, but one of the lyrics in the song is it goes, life is not about the mountaintops, but the valley in between. The valleys in between. And then on top of that, it also speaks to I have this thing called the principle of place. And the principle of place is basically like fish swim in water, cars drive best on land. So it's pretty much saying, yo, wherever you're at, when you're excelling and tilling and just making sure that you're really giving it attention, giving the thing that you're doing attention. There are moments where you soar and then it just feels like, yo, this is where I'm supposed to be.
I was about to say that. I love knowing that, because whatever you are doing now, if you're listening to this, if you think you're broke, if you think you're in a really bad place, just know you are literally supposed to be there right now, and then everything is gonna work out. And like, I just want to like say that this potting thing has been like a journey, and I know like as SaVon mentioned, like we want, I guess like the end goal would to be like, I don't know, a huge deal or like having a huge sold out show. And like, yes, we are working towards that, but like we have to remember like the things that we're doing now, like the sold out party, bringing out real people. Like we have to enjoy that as well.
Mix it was crazy. I brought booty and drinks.
Period. Go on our Instagram and look at the recap video. Look at all those women.
Nah, listen.
That's how you know a party's good, if there's baddies there.
Hey,
like
listen.
I think everybody knows that. Like
we done told y'all baddies listen to Need to Know.
we have the proof.
We are here to we are here to reaffirm that baddies listen to Need to Know podcast. Big shout out to everybody that popped out to our mixer.
There were people from from Florida, from LA,
Atlanta,
ATL,
like
really
I'm forgetting things now because I was drunk. But
I'm so proud of myself. I was not drunk. I'm so proud of myself.
I wasn't drunk either.
Why? Because Reggie, you kind of went into the mixer like, because you were kind of lit last year. Did you want to like? I'm confused. Don't we always get lit?
No. Yes, we do. But like, I really want to remember the mixer, and I went in with a mission. Like, guys, I'm not gonna get too crazy. I'm just gonna be high off life type shit.
Got you.
I was so proud of myself.
Yeah, and that shit was packed out. Y'all was mad at me because of the guest list and shit. I'm sorry, y'all, but it was good.
We were over capacity. Yo,
because he didn't bring them out.
No. We were. This is what really. We could really say the truth now. Now that we threw a successful event, and nothing went wrong. We were like 50 people over capacity, and then Alex was like, "Fuck, guys, what are we gonna do?" And he was still adding more people. But knowing Alex, because he was relaxed, he was like, "Guys, it's gonna work out. Like, trust me." And he wound up being right. So
Alex is a party promoter.
Yo, on the road.
I accounted for that. Okay, so I need y'all to know that I'm always gonna be a few steps ahead. I already accounted for Alex doing exactly what he did.
Oh, really?
Oh,
you know your man. That's fine. You know your
I
man.
know, like I let the baddies in.
It wasn't baddies. It was the hood niggas. You know,
chill.
Reggie let in the baddies. Okay.
Nah, we both had baddies. It was baddies across. Chill.
Nah, it was an amazing time, bro. It was so many beautiful people. The fact that like even it was so many different energies, so many different people from different walks of life, and there was not a single problem. Everybody was mingling as if they all knew each other. Like it was a really, really good vibe. And shout out to Eden. Shout out to DJ Kai. Shout out to Mandy. She pulled up. Antoinette. Eddie G. Bansky. All the people that showed up, pulled up. Like, thank y'all for real. Like, it was a really special moment. And people want us to do another one. Like, I was trying to throw one. I'm not gonna say when, but I was trying to do one a little bit sooner than next year.
Like 4 hours?
We'll see. Because I like being around beautiful women. I don't know what to tell you.
I like a fall. I like a sexy fall.
Like
a little
fall.
grown and sexy, mature rooftop vibe.
Hello.
That'd be cool.
And because me and SaVon sweat in the summer, so fall would be good.
Facts. And shout out to the listeners that flew in. Alex, I know you had mentioned some cities, but there was a few interactions where, a young lady came up to me. She was like, "Look, this is my first time in New York. I came all the way to Atlanta. I had to make sure I met y'all. Like we just had a real special moment. I know some people that drove up from Maryland and Baltimore and came from Connecticut, and shout out to a few people from Los Angeles. Like it was a real collective of people from different walks of life. I had one of my coworkers pulled up, and like it was just a really dope environment to see so many people have such a good time. And
all of our respective circles, like all like meshing together, was so crazy.
You get any word back from your coworkers about what they thought about it? Or seeing you guys in that light?
SaVon.
No, she just, they had just had a good time. So it was like, yeah, had a great time. Thank y'all for inviting me.
Also, I need to just address something in case people are mad at us. But this is how, this is how lit we are, okay? So we had to shut off the ticket site because we sold out, 2 days early. And then me and SaVon wanted to do a little jokey joke and do like, the tiers, like early bird, late, like whatever, last minute. We sold out. And then we were like, oh, let's do a $150 tier just as a joke. Like, no one's going to buy that shit. Like a last minute. Like it was called look at you now. That was called a tier. And Alex was like, guys, I don't know about this. But me and SaVon were like, nah.
Fuck it.
And then people like at least 10 or more people bought $150 tickets to our party. Like we have the proof. So if that doesn't let you know that we throw bangers,
crazy.
Okay.
It was FOMO, and next year I might start out at 150. So make sure y'all niggas get them tickets when we try to fucking sell it.
It goes up like inflation.
Yeah,
I didn't know people would buy that ticket, but there were multiple people. So I'm sorry, guys. No one made you do it, but
I want to apologize for assuming people don't get money. I'm sorry. People obviously get money.
Nah, they be getting after.
I'm sorry. I never want to put that in anyone's jacket. All right, y'all all get money. Because y'all was dead right. I ain't gonna lie.
Was that all the house cleaning stuff? I feel like our new listeners are waiting for us to get into some shit.
Now listen, this is sort of new, but it kind of has to do with the Charlamagne, Andrew Schulz thing we kind of mentioned. Salute to them.
Yeah.
And I just said that we've had conversations where we're not really just bigging them up all the time.
Yeah.
And this conversation fell in my lap, and I was tight because we didn't record. And they had a conversation. SaVon, I'm about to send this to you. They had a conversation about Taylor Swift and Beyonce.
Fire.
Now, Andrew Schulz recently had attended a Taylor Swift concert.
Yep.
So I don't know. I guess maybe he has some recency bias about how
his life was changed.
How his life was changed. I just sent SaVon a clip. So maybe how his life was changed and shit like that. But they had a conversation. And yeah, we're gonna get to your Michael Jackson in a few. It's funny. This kind of groups together, Pierre.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You finally got you on cam for the conversation.
I can finally explain myself. Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, ain't much explanation, but you can talk. Yeah.
Say less.
Your explanation, I'm telling you, I've heard your explanation is not gonna help.
I mean, there's a backstory to it, but yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
You remember me? So after the concert, Andrew Schulz was basically convinced that she has surpassed Beyonce and is close to Michael Jackson. SaVon, you got that clip?
No, it did not come through yet.
No, IG.
Oh,
IG.
I don't have my notifications on. I'm trying to preserve my mental health.
Oh yeah, welcome to the club.
It's the new him. Remember he said after the mixtape,
yeah,
he's gonna be a different person.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
Oh,
more evolved.
We gotta hold him accountable for that.
It's been 2 weeks. We gotta see about that.
I still don't see it.
You still don't see it?
Nah.
Damn, what the fuck?
But while you guys looking that up too, like I think both have very strong fan bases, right?
Okay.
That's undeniable. Yeah, we're not denying
Undeniable,
that. You
right?
know,
It made me think.
Yeah, and like I thought the conversation that they were having with that was actually really, really a good conversation. And it made me think. I wonder who really has. If there was like a clash of fan bases, would Beyonce's overpower or outshine Taylor Swift's?
yes,
You think so?
yes.
See, now Reggie, I really want to kind of heed to you on this. Maybe I'm out of the loop in terms of like pop stardom, what Taylor Swift has done.
I know.
And so, you know what I'm saying?
I don't deny that probably if you're at a Taylor Swift concert, it's probably incredible. Like the whole stadium packed, just like listening to her words, her commands, her lyrics. I get that. I get it's probably incredible, but like, and I get even maybe, I don't even know the numbers, but in ticket sales, let's say Taylor Swift did do more. Okay, let's say that is true. But in terms of like being an entertainer, I think no one is touching Beyonce. Like the choreography, the effort that she puts in, the singing, the dance, the everything, like the showmanship. I don't think it's fair to compare her to anybody. She has no peers. Like I will stand on that. Like she is a magical human being, and no disrespect to Taylor Swift. I'm pretty sure if I went to a concert, I'll probably be amazed. I'll probably cry. Like it's like, but I just don't see. I don't think you can be like, oh, okay, Taylor Swift is in between Michael Jackson and Beyonce. I just don't agree.
I think for me, it almost comes across as if like Beyonce has hits clearly, right? But I don't know.
They both have hits.
They both have hits. But in this take, right, and what I'm saying, Beyonce clearly has takes, but I don't know if she touches the fan base as much as or as often as Taylor Swift does.
Okay, like personable.
SaVon, play the clip for me because I kind of want to see specifically what Schulz was trying to say.
Tour is going to gross $500 million. It's like the highest grossing R&B tour ever.
Say R&B though. Make that loud.
And I go,
make that loud.
And I text him back and I go, well, Taylor's estimated to gross like 1.4 billion. Like they're saying Beyonce's whole tour is going to be 500 million.
Can't compare.
But check it out.
The only person you can compare Taylor to is Michael Jackson, and I'm telling you. And if I'm being honest, it's Michael Jackson. There's the only person you can compare her to. If you talk about hits, you can't tell me Beyonce has the same amount of hits, no features, as Taylor.
She does.
She got
Top, Single Ladies.
Wait, Single Ladies with Destiny's Child, right?
No, that's her. Love on Top, Single Ladies, Ring the Alarm, Halo. It's a bunch of them.
That's 4, not a bunch. What I'm trying to say is y'all need to just compare Taylor Swift to Michael Jackson, and it's close. I just want to let you know it's close.
Is he trolling?
I just want to let you know it's very close. Bro, if you really do it back to back.
It's crazy.
If Taylor Swift could moonwalk, we wouldn't even talk about Michael Jackson.
See, Reggie, to your point, I thought he was trolling, but he doubled down on his point, in like the next week.
I refuse to start this podcast by saying I'm a huge Brilliant Idiots fan and then comment on this bullshit from Andrew Schulz, bro.
He has to be
He is
trolling.
not like y'all have to
serious.
understand the humor, the conversation.
Double
like
down.
he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Is create comedy. He doesn't give a fuck about Beyonce or Taylor Swift.
Nah, I think he don't give a fuck about just Beyonce.
I don't think he cares about either.
I feel like
bro.
he has to go to a Beyonce, go to the Renaissance
have
tour,
that-
Mr. Schulz,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you see what
Yeah.
you think, because that is definitely an out of body experience. Like,
Like, I agree with that. My fault, P.
No,
No, I want to listen.
I don't ever remember hearing. I'm pretty sure it happens, but from what I've heard, right, everybody would faint when Michael came out, right?
And you
have
still
droves of-
not a fan.
I'm not a fan, but I could understand.
talking.
I could
I'm glad
understand
you on
and
camera
appreciate.
saying that
Yeah.
bullshit.
I could understand and appreciate, what he's done for music culture and music as a whole, right?
he's talking about a mad casual, as if he didn't change the world.
See
like,
what? All right. Well, let's get into
you know
it,
what
right?
we're gonna do? We're gonna clip this and we're gonna put it on Instagram, and then you guys will
Copy.
talk to him.
What's your beef with Michael
So
Jackson?
I don't really have a beef with Michael Jackson.
something.
It's just when I was a kid, I watched Thriller, right? The movie or the video, bruh. When I tell you I had a nightmare, I couldn't sleep for like a week. I'm like, I'm
So
good.
Michael Jackson not a legend because you got scared.
So now his
bro.
music sucks.
I got childhood trauma because of Michael Jackson, bro.
We don't care.
I got childhood trauma because of Michael Jackson.
I want
But-
to love you. You never heard none of that?
Yeah, pretty
Pretty
young
young
thing. You never heard no shit
Yeah,
like
he
that?
likes it. He
I
likes
heard it, but not everything.
Was that
Everything's
scary?
not for everyone.
But was that scary?
I just never grew up to
I just
appreciate
think
it.
Michael Jackson's music is for everyone.
No.
I think you're incorrect,
Nah.
Pierre.
Everyone don't like chicken. Everyone don't like spaghetti.
See, I would let you
Oh my
rock.
God.
See, but the
So-
thing about podcasting.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you on cam now.
Hey, I'm
I'm
scared of what you
I,
said.
you too tough.
Ten
You
toes.
10.
Like
I
Elliott
know.
Wilson said.
Yeah, I know. That's my man L. Yeah, fuck y'all that said I was kept calling him L. Okay, I give everybody a nickname.
Big Ellie.
Yeah, I give everybody a nickname.
YN.
Now, really think about it though. Like
to me.
with podcasting, yeah, you can tell me you don't like some, Pierre. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I could. If you telling me that because you watched Thriller and got scared, that suffices. I need you to speak to something specifically. I need you.
Okay.
Like
I'll dive more into
I
it.
need you because his catalog is there, his performance is there,
Yeah.
his resilience is there.
Yep.
Most importantly, his want is there.
Yeah.
A lot of artists didn't have that; they were just getting by because they knew
Yeah.
they were talented.
And again, I'll state what I say for everybody who didn't hear what I said before.
Right.
I could appreciate all that he's done for music history, right? But I
this guy's
just
good.
when Michael Jackson was at his height, right? When I was growing up, I wasn't really like into music like that per se. I was more so worried about hanging out with my friends, going outside, riding bikes, BMX, skateboard, all that stuff, right? And I just didn't really grow up on his music like that.
You older than me, right?
Yeah. I'm your OG.
I'm
your
What the
OG.
fuck is you talking about?
I'm your
nigga?
OG.
What the fuck
But
is you?
I don't. No, I just.
When you was riding bikes, I couldn't even ride a bike yet, and I still appreciate it. Keep
But
listening. I'm
but
listening.
still, I just everything
Yeah,
not
just
for
didn't
everyone.
connect.
I'm gonna just stand on everything not for everyone.
Not everything.
He's
not for-
good.
Yeah.
I would never come on here and say Michael Jackson was whack. I mean,
Okay, you saying he's not ass?
he's not cheeks.
Okay. He's not
Again, I could appreciate. He's got great music. You know, he's influenced a whole generation, multi-generations of people.
Yeah.
For his Chris Brown, everybody, right?
Yeah.
Usher, just to name a couple, right? So again, I appreciate his music, and I could understand and stand in like, yo, like he's really him.
Yeah.
That's him.
Okay. See, Schultz's argument with Taylor Swift
Yeah.
being just as good as, Michael Jackson being the only competition, I think it was stemmed in sales, right?
Like literally ticket sales.
ticket sales, right? Because they were talking about the
I
grossing.
think so.
And
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah.
She's due to do like $1 billion.
Yeah, like
billion.
she's supposed to do 1.4.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I
What,
wonder what the
what
numbers
Elliott
were.
Wilson said about like McDonald's sells the most burgers in the world. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's not the best burger in the world. Like
Yeah.
it's like I know if we would probably use ticket sales in other debates and that's valid, but I just don't think that matters.
I wonder.
I'm so like
Nah, I'm with
guys.
you.
I'm
Because,
not moving.
and even when who buy, I don't see. I wish I just fucking knew more about how much is a Taylor Swift ticket?
Cost.
Because I do know,
yeah.
I do know that the Beyonce tickets
Are expensive?
I know they get crazy.
They're around the same ballpark, honestly.
They're in
Yeah,
the same
probably.
ballpark.
They're in the same ballpark.
Okay.
Taylor Swift, she actually had broke Ticketmaster when her tour went on sale.
I remember
Like,
it
there
was
was
a
a real
huge hoopla.
big, yeah.
Beyonce
like,
ever did that?
I'm sure she has. I'm sure
Why you
There
asking
were
like
people
that?
definitely complaining about her ticket prices as well. But they're in the same ballpark. They just have a different demographic.
I was just about to
And
say
then
that.
when you look at like the country is more white people, right? So by default, the percentages, Taylor, she looks like more of the country than Beyonce. And there's people
That's a
who
hot take.
that's not a hot
No,
take.
that's like I feel like that's
think
facts.
that's
numbers.
Taylor's like, so the way that you really capture America's heart is getting not the coastal cities, but middle America. Taylor Swift has the ability to conquer
a good point,
the
though.
coastal cities and everything in between. Where black artists, traditionally, we don't have that luxury because the people in Iowa, and Idaho, and North Dakota, South Dakota, they don't give a fuck about what's going on with us. They don't look like us.
those are
They
the
can't relate
dates.
to us.
Those
They
are
don't
the
like the
dates.
music.
Yeah, those-
So the Taylor Swift, Beyonce, like, again, and I hate the fact that I'm actually giving this shit any life because I know for a fact, I don't know Andrew at all, but I feel like he just was trying to get a rise out of people, and here we are. But yeah, like, it's a certain demographic that plays into it. But she does have slaps, Taylor.
Yeah.
Beyonce obviously has slaps. And the fact that Beyonce is even being compared to somebody who's like a very current pop star, like, Beyonce debuted in like 98. Bro.
Period.
Like,
That's
what are we
the other
talking
thing.
about?
Her run,
you get what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like, so yeah, if we gonna compare it, sure, but like, come on, man, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, I see that. And, you know, my conversation as of recently and, you know, just realizing how things are changing for us, like, it's really fucking my head up how we are not the super young kids no more. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Like, I feel like I was going to be 21.
I feel like we accepted that though.
Yeah, but
a
I'm
while
not
ago.
mad about it.
Okay.
But it's just more like realizing.
Like we're like, wow,
Yeah.
really,
It's a
we're not
different
the youth
reality.
anymore.
Real shit. Because I feel like
Wow, I'm
Taylor
really not
has the
youth.
younger, I think Taylor has the younger fan base, no?
I can see, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, that's kind of more. And you know what I realized too about this conversation? Taylor has the hits that you don't realize she did.
Yeah. I can see
like,
that.
like I hear that. Maybe it's just me because I'm out of the loop so much though.
Yeah.
Like I hear somebody go like, "Yeah, that's a Taylor Swift song," and I'll go, "Really?"
Yeah.
I had no idea, but I heard it all the time. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, with Beyonce, I'm able to just identify with the voice, the presence, the performance,
The notoriety.
the
back
right?
catalog.
The back catalog,
Yeah.
absolutely. And even in terms of performance, that's what kind of confused me with the Schulz thing. Like,
Stop playing with her. I'm
How
just,
could you-
I'm just
yeah,
thinking
this
about all the
performance.
performances, the
Yeah.
iconic performances that Beyonce has done. Stop playing with her. Like,
Yeah,
why are
agree.
we even talking about
It's
this?
recency
It's
bias.
pissing me off.
I would,
like,
I would,
recency
take,
bias,
I would
yeah.
consider his take a lot more if he had went to the Beyonce concert.
yeah.
yeah,
And then did a contrast and comparison of the two.
yeah.
I will say the Taylor Swift tour is very much more digestible, like just hits. You know, I knew you were trouble when you.
Yeah.
And the Beyonce Renaissance tour is a completely different experience that might not resonate with everybody because it pays homage to gay ballroom dancers, like all that. Like it's very like flamboyant and just crazy. So I could see why somebody can just accept the Taylor Swift tour easily and then not think the Renaissance tour is their cup of tea. That also might play into Alex's freaking bias, but
And I think Taylor has a little bit more of grasp on the younger crowd because Taylor Swift is 33, Beyonce is 41.
Okay.
So just by that alone, you get more of the kids.
Yeah, nah.
More of the youth, right?
Yeah, I ain't
On
gonna
top
lie.
of, all the stuff, great music. And everything.
Y'all ever spun a Taylor Swift album?
No.
have I listened to the Taylor Swift?
I play guitar, so I used to play one of her songs.
You
on
try
the
to sound
guitar.
cool. Nah,
Which
get your
one?
shit off.
He's like, yeah, I used
Which one?
You know the one.
I forget the name of it, but
No, you didn't.
I was killing it.
How'd that shit go?
15.
I don't know. She got mad songs with
I
guitars.
honestly forgot the song, but
You forgot?
Nah, the 21 right? The
Wait.
21 one. Right?
nah.
Oh, the song where she's like, and I date.
See, I didn't know that was her.
Take it off, yeah.
Take it off.
Nah, you wasn't playing that in your room. You was playing that in your room. Nah, let me see
Wait,
you
was
do
that
the
really a
chords.
song?
I think so.
Oh, shit.
Because look, chord structure. Most of
Yeah.
her music is simple music.
Yeah.
Not to
Well,
no
That's
shade.
what I was saying.
Well,
No
That's what I was
shade.
saying.
Well, pop
Pop,
music,
right.
and how it's arranged and made. Yeah.
Usually
Yeah.
it circles.
Catchy.
It
Yeah.
circles around 4 chords, sometimes 3.
Yeah.
Hit the 1. It's usually 1-5-6-4 or 1-5-6, and then you go back, or 1-5-1, and then you just keep circling around, and then you get to the bridge. It's even more simpler. 1-4.
Yeah.
So there's certain tonalities in pop when it comes to certain chord structures where it's like it's an instant hit.
Absolutely.
Like you could play.
Like psychologically, it just is a hit because it's just
Yeah.
that catchy. Like,
yeah.
Yo, y'all remember when I came in here and thought I discovered the #1 song on Billboard?
Yes. Oh, No, but SaVon does this all the time. He'll be like, guys, I got a really fire song. And it's like
this is the one.
This freaking Ed Sheeran song that's been #1 for 20 weeks. But I love when he does that. It's so funny.
Because he makes it more relevant.
Yeah, I forgot.
Relevant. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Which Ed Sheeran song?
No, he was like, guys, have you ever heard of this song called "Shape of You" by
Like, bro,
Ed Sheeran?
only everybody in the world.
Like, yo, what world do you live in?
No, I think it was damn, I can't remember the song. I know it was under the same so you that I never do. Some shit like that.
The Kid Laroi.
I thought I discovered some
Kid
shit.
Laroi.
I couldn't wait to put niggas on, but the whole world was on it.
Yo,
I
you
was
can
like,
sing, bro.
like, yeah,
he had a little shit at the end of that. You see Eric
I did a
Bellinger
little
posted
bit.
it.
Yeah. Hey, you might have to do it. Oh yeah, he did it already.
I think the real pop battle, the real pop beef that I've been thinking about for like the last few years, because for whatever reason I have this bias, or I don't even know what's the opposite of a bias. Like, I'm not a fan,
Disdain.
as much of a fan as The Weeknd, right? And every week there's a new stat that comes out that says he sold out another arena in another country, and I am just perplexed.
What is it?
Because what the fuck and why the fuck?
Like when I'm listening, y'all.
I think the real beef outside of Beyonce and Taylor Swift, for me, would be Ed Sheeran and The Weeknd.
Wait, what about them?
SaVon.
That's the real beef.
That is not the real.
Like the
That's the real
real
beef.
That's a real versus.
Think about it. Think about it, bro.
Yo, Weeknd is putting him in a pack. He is smoking.
See, and that's why you're wrong. And
Am I?
that's why you're fucking
If I'm wrong, I'm okay with being wrong.
That's why you're wrong.
But peep though, right? Because I just read this stat you was talking about with The Weeknd. I just read it today. It was like he is the most listened to male artist of all time officially.
Eddie?
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd.
Yeah. So
Wow.
when I see stats like that, SaVon, and Drake is nowhere in the sentence. Come on, bro. That shit. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to go Ed, bro.
Nah, I
Like,
think
what?
I think Ed got The Weeknd.
Really?
I think so.
And what? Speak specifically.
We found love right where
Like
we
I think Eddie got
slaps?
more hits than The Weeknd.
Do that? Listen,
Yeah, bro.
I gotta
has
look some shit
hits.
up. I gotta look
Bro.
some shit up.
Okay, fine.
And-
I'm gonna be brave.
And they're
I
well
agree with
recognized
SaVon.
hits.
I'm not the
Really?
biggest Weeknd fan. I've been scared to say it, but
Really?
it's time that I live in my truth. I don't understand why he sings like that.
Yeah.
Wait, what
Why
do
is
you
it so
mean?
nasally? Like, I just don't get it.
Didn't
Like,
he change his name?
Huh?
Didn't he change his name?
He's
sings
gonna
like,
change it to.
yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. And when he speaks, his speaking
y'all
voice is like
serious?
this. But then when he sings, it's like,
Are you serious? But he has range. No, he don't got range. Like he hits.
I gotta hear him.
No,
without.
look, I'm okay with being wrong.
gotta
I'm
hear him
sorry.
I'm
without-
joking.
without
I see the appeal. He's an amazing artist. The
No,
artistry.
no.
Let me be serious. Like, I see the appeal. I see why
Yeah.
everyone's obsessed with The Weeknd. I'm saying I just never was like the biggest The Weeknd fan, and now it's time for me to live my truth.
For me though, I
see what you're saying.
I like artists who could really sing without instrumentation.
Oh, you mean like Michael Jackson?
Okay, anyway.
See how he got tight?
That's not what I'm talking about.
We got
See how
him.
he got tight?
Look.
Like,
yeah.
He does hate Michael Jackson.
I've heard Eddie. I'm gonna stop calling him Eddie because I don't know him like that. But I've heard Ed Sheeran sing a cappella on some
Yeah, he can really sing.
some real smooth joint, right?
But we got okay. I'm listening.
But I've never
I'm listening.
heard The Weeknd. Just no instruments, no music behind them. Just like
Okay, so I want to ask y'all this question: what makes somebody superior above other people? Is it the slaps or is it the person and their performance?
It has to
because
be
of their
everything
music?
encompassing, like everything. Like,
Yeah.
See-
they have to hit everything.
because you gotta appeal.
And
to the
Beyonce
people.
hits everything.
You gotta
be-
appeal to the people.
Okay.
You gotta have a lot of easily recognizable songs. I'm
Okay.
talking about like from the moment you hear
Like easy.
the first beat, you already know the whole song, or who it is. And I think you also have to have hits.
You also have to see that's where the lines get a little blurred, right? All right, let me see. This is The Weeknd. I'm just going through some of his like hit singles, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, we got Wicked Games.
Since he's been out.
Huh? Yeah, since he's been out. This is starting from about 2012-ish.
Okay.
We got Wicked Games 28 and SaVon. I will pull up Ed shit. I just don't know Ed shit like that.
I'll pull
If you
it.
give me a second. All right, bet. Wicked Games 28, The Zone featuring Drake, Kissland, Belong to the World, Live For featuring Drake, Often, Love Me Harder
Ooh, I love
featuring
Often.
Yeah, that so often. Yeah, that shit right there. Earned It. The Hills.
Oh, I love Earned It.
I loved Earned It. I love The
I
Hills.
love bad songs.
Can't Feel My Face.
I can't feel my
He got some
face
shit.
when I'm with
Acquainted,
you.
Starboy, I Feel It Coming.
I'm a motherfucking star.
Yeah, Party Monster, Reminder, Die For You.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
for
it's
you.
some Call Out My
Damn,
Name.
I'm a hypocrite.
Call Out My Name. Yeah, eat your words, Reg. Lost in the Fire. It is some slaps here, man. I don't know. Blinding Lights.
No, he has slaps. But
Yeah.
I just don't know why he's.
Why he sings like
All right.
Him and Adam Levine.
Eddie's. I'm gonna just start calling him Eddie because that's fine anyway.
Yeah.
Eddie's top 21, right? I'm not gonna read all 21, but just a few. I don't know if this is in a certain rank. Let's just start. Let's
probably
start
just going by like the year and shit. Are you on Wiki?
Golderby.
Oh shit, you on some other new shit? I never heard of that.
So Thinking Out Loud, obviously.
Okay.
Shape of You, 2017. Perfect.
Wow.
The A-Team.
Wow, that's crazy.
Photograph. Bad Habits.
Oh shit.
Castle on the Hill. I Don't Care with Biebs. Lego House. Lego House is fire.
Okay.
Shivers. And doesn't he have, SaVon, correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't he have a reggaeton song?
No, he has like mad Afrobeats.
Yeah, he has a ton of things. He's also a songwriter. So we were talking about Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
He wrote some of her hits,
Weeknd
of
too.
Justin Bieber's hits.
Weeknd too,
Some of
though.
like The Weeknd's what?
He writes. Like he songwrites.
Writes what? Cocaine?
said
the-
right.
Oh, your voice is getting a little soft.
That's hating.
What the fuck
That's
does he
hating.
write?
That's a hating ass song. That's a hating ass song.
I'm
Like,
just saying.
He's a writer. Yeah, he's written for other people.
Like, I just think, and maybe it's a cultural thing, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Ed Sheeran is one of the biggest people that we just don't talk about. He just flies under the radar.
I could agree
And
with
that. I feel like everyone
that
talks about him.
pisses me off, bro. It gets me mad.
Not as often.
No, because why? This is wild hate, but I'm going to say it. Why was this nigga at the Super Bowl? Why did y'all make me watch that shit?
Ed Sheeran?
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd.
Oh,
remember
so you
that?
really hate him.
They came out with the meme where he was lost in the.
Why wouldn't he be at the Super Bowl? You about to make me pull up his stats now?
No,
Are you
yeah,
serious?
he's one of the
Nah.
biggest stars in the
Nah,
world.
are you serious?
At that point, what Super Bowl was it? That was
I don't remember.
55.
We don't even remember
I don't
nothing. We
remember.
don't remember the
Thank you
Super
for
Bowl. We don't remember the
do
performance.
that.
I don't remember the score. I don't remember the team.
I just
That's
He's
not 'cause
making
of the
points. He's
That's not
making
because of the
points.
Weeknd, though. That's not because of the Weeknd.
Nah,
though.
son is ass cheeks, bro. Like Bruno
not.
Mars. No, for real. Like Bruno
he's
Mars
not.
did it. I was a fan. I'm like, oh wow, this is a real performance. Like the Weeknd. I don't understand how we propelled him to this level. I really don't get it. Like cool, he's good. He's good. He makes really good music. I like a lot of his stuff too. But just in comparison, like I'm like, nah, bro. Ed Sheeran deserved that. Why didn't Usher get the Super Bowl yet?
Super Bowl 21.
It's coming.
You get what I'm saying?
That's definitely
I feel like
Why
they
hasn't
definitely
Usher?
asked him. He probably has said no. Because I can't imagine they didn't ask Usher.
Nobody has said
Probably
no to
coming.
the Super
I
Bowl.
wouldn't be surprised if Usher would do it. The what's coming right now.
Yeah, it's
The next
only
one.
right.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that. But I don't know, man. The Weeknd, I could see where you're coming from, though, bro. That's a good. I do think it's a cool like matchup.
Yeah.
And now that we've kind of gone through the songs here, we've kind of said certain things here, but I can't let y'all say why people propel the Weeknd like that.
Ed Sheeran
I can't let
did
y'all
the
do
one
that.
thing that we are begging Drake to do.
Who is we?
You know what that is?
Who is we? We speak French now? I don't want to see that nigga link up with Ed and do what?
You see, you didn't.
Who,
Even,
Drake?
see, you ain't. You talking so fast. You're
Nah,
not
you
listening.
fine.
Slow down. You're listening, bro.
I'm
Wait, he didn't. No, he didn't even
I didn't
say.
even get my
I'm listening.
point.
All right, my fault. Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, say one didn't finish.
The culture has been begging Drake to drop a rap album. Ed Sheeran has a full, complete rap album, bro. Spitting bars on
crazy.
it.
SaVon, what are you
With your
talking about?
face.
Was Her Loss not a rap album?
Yo, watch this. Name me 4 bars
Yes, it
off the
wa-
Ed shit. Name me 4 bars off the Ed shit. Go.
4
Since you're
bars
such a
off
You
fan.
didn't even listen,
Yeah,
SaVon.
just
Nah,
be
bro,
chatting.
I
know.
gotta pull it up though. I gotta pull it up. But he got bars. Don't make me, bro.
Yeah, play
Him
a
and Meek
slap.
Mill got a slap, bro.
Play a
No,
slap.
yeah, I'm
That
sure
shit
Edward
will
has
kill
bars.
going bad.
Yo, what?
I promise you.
Get out of here. The Weeknd would chop him in a. Do you hear
He
what
got-
the Weeknd? Do you hear how the Weeknd talks about like his life and women and drugs? He would fry him in a 16.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
because his brain is fried.
Also, Ed Sheeran
Hey.
is ginger.
Yeah.
I think that's cute.
Oh, aesthetics.
He got.
it.
Don't forget he got 2-step with Lil Baby.
Who?
Ed Sheeran.
Yo, P, let me hold down Ed. Just chill. All right, that's one of my faves, but let me do that.
Yeah,
let me,
nah.
let me
How that
hold
shit
my
go?
boy down.
You need me. I
All
don't
right,
need
yo,
you.
Yo, stop. Yo, cut it out. All right? You get on camera and
fuck?
start going crazy.
You know.
Just let me hold Ed down,
You got
bro.
the slap with Lil Baby. I never heard it. Well, I never heard the slap with him and Baby.
Cause you gotta be
I gotta be
tapped
tapped
in for
in.
real.
Oh, that
Yeah.
means the Weeknd bigger than.
Oh, and he has
I heard the Weeknd Lil Baby joint.
Yeah.
no, and he hopped on one of the hottest songs of the year.
Come on.
Peru by Fireboy DML.
Oh, that
I'm
was
talking
hard.
about Eddie right here.
Yeah.
Peru,
That was a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
He could do whatever.
That was a good one. But you see, Eddie got to find waves the Weeknd creates them. So salute to y'all, man.
Oh my God.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
Salute to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the Weeknd. You know, I will say this though. I was a bigger fan of the Weeknd when we were in high school.
Oh yeah, like the 2014
Yes, like the House of Balloons shit.
Yeah.
All that shit. It was a little bit more R&B centric to an extent, or more
like
soulful,
dark R&B,
dark R&B soul type thing. I was really fucking with that, but I really liked Dawn FM. It was on the pop tip. I think that was the most recent project.
Okay.
It was on the pop tip, and he kind of gave like a radio approach on it. You know, so maybe I'm just got radio bias in me. So
I mean, yeah, Mr. Serious.
Don't be so
now
serious.
Now they're taking him serious.
Yeah, hello.
Hey,
just don't be so serious. But you know what, SaVon? I'll pay close attention to this Ed Weeknd thing, but he gonna have to break some more records, bro.
He
like
just
you
broke
said,
a record last week. He actually just
wow, perfect timing.
Yeah. Taylor Swift, she broke a record for like having like 71,000, 75,000 people in the stadium. Something like my man Ed came through the next week, dropped 80,000 on you niggas. Watch your mouth, bro.
And then the Weeknd came through with the most people of all time at his shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. They all just breaking shit. Like the 4 people we've spoken about for this pod all break crazy records.
Yes.
But yeah, I just wanted to throw that little tidbit in there. I fuck with
I love
that.
how we actually like engaged in this
conversation.
like good debate. Like why don't we just like?
Yeah, nah. It's good to think. We make people think.
Yeah.
Real shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love to see our recent guests on here, and we kind of get people to see what they need to know from them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But listen.
No pun intended. Pun intended.
Word with this one. Nah, this next one though, this is kind of like a recap of a story we sort of like touched on for a little second. Keke Palmer.
Wait, do we have to talk about Keke?
Wait, what?
Oh wait, we did. No, I forgot. We put out an episode and it didn't come out.
Oh, did we?
We spoke about it like amongst ourselves, but
no,
we didn't throw it out.
No. Did we?
Yeah, remember I went in on her boyfriend. I was
No, bro. You got old news.
Oh no, yeah. We were talking about the music video, but now Alex has a big update for us.
Yeah.
Oh, it was an update.
That's
Sorry.
that.
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, nah, you good, bro.
I'll stay in the back.
Nah, you good. You can come on camera whenever. But nah, the new news that just got up on us is, see, I think we're gonna have a very good conversation with this, right? Because I want to start with this first. It has nothing to do with like Keke Palmer or her man. How do you properly mind your business in the talk space?
No, okay.
From the aspect of
a potter.
From the pot, yeah, from the
because I will say, like, if I didn't do a podcast with you guys, I would not give a fuck about Keke Palmer. Like I haven't tweeted anything, I haven't reposted anything, I haven't talked to my friends about it. Like I don't give a fuck about this type of stuff. So I think it's actually very easy to mind your business.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm with you, Reggie, and we do have a podcast, and I still don't give a fuck. Who pressed the button? Like we talking about industry plants, and no disrespect, I do not believe she is an industry plant.
She's been around for a while.
But for whatever the reason is, like we just keep getting Keke Palmer updates, and I don't want to talk about her.
I think this is just her year. Like she's just getting her flowers because she has always been a phenomenal actress, a personality. So, but she's just been in like headlines, and she's just had a lot of momentum this year. Yeah.
Well, y'all know we don't really give a fuck for real. But the reason why I asked that question is because, you know, we're people in this space that really live our own lives. We do our own thing for real. But we do understand that, you know, certain topics maybe listeners might want us to touch on. You know what I'm saying? It's in the cycle. It's in our algorithm, so we'll hit on it. I don't know if maybe the question was for us per se, but it was very funny to see the amount it takes people had on Twitter, social media, about what they thought had happened, right? Like the recent one I saw was, oh yeah, look what y'all done did. Y'all done made Keke Palmer into a single black woman. Look what y'all did. All because of y'all, blah, 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 blah. And you know, I just thought about like how we speak so definitively what we think we know sometimes.
And then they backtrack.
We have no idea.
And we have no idea. So now, SaVon, to you, the new information I'm speaking to, Keke Palmer just tatted, you know, her baby daddy, whose name is Darius. I know you don't like that name, SaVon. His birthday right under the butt cheek, you know, and she also spent her birthday with him. So I don't know if the conversation is just so much so along the two of them, but just like minding your fucking business, man, and acting like we've been in relationships before and knowing how it go. Like you get into it with your other, like, okay, y'all might be mad for a second, and then, you know, 2 weeks go by, you get a little horny. Right?
with that old thing.
Right?
With that old
You
thing.
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because you a faithful person, you're not trying to just go wherever.
Yeah.
You hit them up, you infer.
Yeah.
Y'all have light conversations, you know, so it's
Keep the
interesting.
energy still.
And they have a child
Yeah.
together,
So
so they're gonna
yeah.
always be, you
Yeah.
know, in each other's lives.
And that's what
Exactly.
I was gonna say, because
Yeah.
a few years ago, whenever Lil Wayne and Birdman they got into it, right? Everybody was like asking, "Yo, what do you think of this? What do you think of that?" And 50 Cent said it the best, right? He said, "They're family. No matter what I say, right? If I choose a side now, it's gonna be a day where they come back together." And everything that I said is not going to matter because at the end of the day, they are family. It's internal. They just allowed us in for whatever discrepancies they had for that moment.
Yeah.
So it's just like this. Like, we comment on these people. And again, who the fuck is Darius, bro? Like, why y'all got me talking about this nigga? Yo, Alex, please don't make me talk about him.
I don't like
we're
that.
not really
I don't
sure.
like that.
We're not even really talking about
Don't make
yeah,
me
nah,
do
get
this,
your
bro.
shit off, Pierre, because I don't like how he be trying to do that
Oh,
either.
D, right?
Because mad niggas could do that to us on YouTube. Say,
Facts.
who is these niggas?
Nah,
Like,
do
yo.
that to me then.
Yeah, we don't care. Like,
I
They do it
bet,
every
yeah,
week in the
yeah,
comments.
bet.
But
So
I
long
don't
you
want to
don't
talk
care.
about him either.
In the
we're not
eyes
talking about him.
in the
bro.
eyes
Fuck
of
this nigga. When have I said
mainstream,
this
he's
nigga?
probably right.
Yeah.
Respectfully, he's probably not. But at the end of the day, he's still a father, bro.
Talk up, P.
With a whole family.
Get a husband perspective,
You
P.
feel me? Anything, yo.
Talk up.
All right, so yo,
Yeah.
what's what be saying? Camera on me, camera,
Yeah,
right?
camera on your yeah.
Yo, I'm down for anything that has to do with unity and keeping like the nuclear family. So the only thing I didn't like is how when everything happened, not to rehash, but how everything happened, it kind
How
of
it
like
went
pitted
down.
everyone against each other. So,
Yeah.
but to hear that,
but why did it start?
nah, he messed up.
Yeah, he brought it
Yeah,
upon
he
himself
OD'd.
to
He OD'd.
criticize.
He OD'd.
And that's why I get you because like
Yeah.
I wasn't on some like he a bum. Why is he tweeting that? I never said that either. So I get what Pierre's saying.
Yeah, he's a whole human, bro.
Look
He's a whole
at
human.
Pierre worried about
Why
this nigga's
are you defending
feelings.
him like
Nah, because
Somebody got to.
in a
He has
relationship.
feelings.
Both people have equal say.
Absolutely. And especially in that type of relationship where we know who is the prominent figure in that
Yeah.
and between the two of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's really what it was. I just thought it was interesting to see them back together again.
Yeah.
We just need to learn, and maybe not the Need to Know podcast, just all of us in general just need to mind our fucking bit. You know what it is though? You can comment on something. Yeah. Hello, like I'm in class. Yeah. Hello. Like it's okay to comment on something
Yeah.
and still feel like okay, like not so attached to it.
Gotcha.
No,
Right?
yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't blame people for tweeting about this because you know there's celebrities. This is what we talk about on
Yeah,
Twitter. Let
yeah.
people enjoy things, but like I see what you're saying where it's like yes, like you know have some banter, make some jokes on Twitter,
Yeah.
but like stop like projecting.
The
Stop
assumptions.
letting it ruin
Yeah.
your day. Like relax.
And the definite assumptions. Like I don't like that. Like talking about what happened, you know, at the Usher show, I get it. Everybody's gonna have a comment on it. But to be so definitive and like, oh yes, now she's a single black woman.
Yeah.
Look what y'all
It's
did.
like wait, what are you talking?
what are you don't even know what's really going on.
Like, can
Making
you
takes out of
relax?
nowhere, like
Now they back together.
Yeah.
Now you sitting there looking stupid
now
on your
what?
phone.
Yeah. Now you got to retract everything you
But
just
what?
said. Like,
Now your old tweet
Yeah.
from 5 days ago, you trying to
It
delete.
looks stupid.
sometimes you just gotta let stuff play out and,
Yeah.
and then give your take. But
Yeah.
when everybody wants to be the first to it, then that's when you're susceptible to like have to make not allowances, but have to backtrack over what you said
Have what you said,
because
yeah.
of the new information.
Because there's
Yeah.
always two sides.
Yeah, that's a
Takes two to
fact.
tango.
But yeah, fuck Darius, SaVon.
Nah, I'm not with that. Yo, D, you a whole man, all right? Pause.
But you know what though? He probably learned a lot from this situation
Oh,
as
for
well.
sure. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, and I'm sure.
That's probably why he and
I'm
Keke
sure.
are still like hanging out because they probably talked about it and
Yeah.
they're probably in a good place.
Makeup sex is one hell of a drug.
Oh my goodness.
Sometimes when you familiar with that thing, ain't nothing better
Listen.
than it.
Also, Keke looks good.
And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like
Listen,
sometimes
SaVon.
when you know you fucked up, somebody gotta prove a point. And I don't know if it was her or him, but I'm pretty sure whatever they did when they made up, like,
that
they
must
made
have
up
been
for
the
it.
realest thing you ever said in your life.
Now I know Darius was eating a lot of coochie.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, he had to get back in them good
What,
graces.
to like make up for everything?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
'Cause he
Absolutely.
did have it out there looking crazy.
His jaw probably a little hurt right now. His shit stuck somewhere. I ain't gonna hold
Need a
you.
little ice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But shout out to them, man. But listen, bro, there was some more haters in the news this week.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I don't even know if it's hate. It's just really interesting to hear people's perspectives on things.
Oh, okay.
I think I know what I'm talking about. Y'all familiar with Noah Lyles?
No.
Vaguely.
No, I'm kidding. I know what happened though, but I didn't know who
You don't know who
Bring
that
me up to
was?
speed.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know who Noah Lyles was for the longest.
Mm-hmm.
But Noah Lyles is a runner for the USA.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm bugging. I know.
You know what that is? Yeah, you supposed to be an athlete type.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, you supposed to know every athlete.
It just
nigga.
escaped me real quick.
Yeah,
no Lyles. He was at the Worlds in Budapest.
He was at the Worlds.
Saying some crazy.
Side note, I have to start using more Pierre's phrases. He'd be like, "It has escaped me."
I'm gonna take that from you. I'm trying to find some like.
Hey, we all here to motivate.
Yo, that's crazy.
Nah, but no, you bugged out.
Listen, you heard what he said this week?
Oh yeah.
Okay, SaVon, play that for me when you get a second. He's a part of the USA's running team, and I think he actually won.
Yeah,
you right? 2 or 3.
He won the men's 100,
right? And the 200.
He won the 200, and then he won the men's 4x1.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
USA.
Yeah.
Not him and the first two were individual events, and then the third was a relay.
The thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA Finals, and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States?
Come on, son.
Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times, but that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA.
He thought he ate with that shit. I ain't gonna lie. He thought he ate with that.
Okay, so I knew about this story because, it was trending and all that, but this is the first time I heard how he delivered it.
Bugged out.
Where did that come from? Like, why did he say it like that?
You want to know what happened?
You know what I mean?
I know what happened.
Yeah, I could tell you.
I could tell you exactly what happened.
Yeah.
The NBA players were always cooler than him?
I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. Young Noah was 10 years old. Young Noah was 10 years old when the older basketball kids bullied him for being just a runner.
That's what I think it is rooted in something like that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He's from what I've seen of him when he races, right? Or his conferences, press conferences when he races.
Yeah.
He showboats a lot. He displays his personality. Usain Bolt, kind of stood next to him and tapped him on the shoulder just to let him and everybody know, like, yo, this is what the sport needs, more spirited people on the track
with that passion.
So that kind of like boosted his energy to like do what he's saying now, I'm assuming. But the context of what he's saying, he's not technically wrong, but he's wrong at the same time.
He's so how some people that say things loudly so they think they're saying it correctly.
Yeah.
He should know that by now, bro. Like, if you're dealing with the NBA, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too, bro. Like, you a whole runner mad at a basketball league. That shit completely confused me. But everybody knows that the NBA is the best basketball league in the world, right?
Yeah.
Is that not like a safe?
In comparison to like other basketball leagues in the world, isn't the NBA the standard?
Yeah, and that's kind of why I'm kind of disappointed in him.
Wait, and also like, don't people from all over the world come to play in America?
Exactly.
Yes, and we also have a bunch of foreign players who were probably the best of the best where they were from, and wanted to come hoop with the most elite.
Yep.
So for him to not understand that is a little bit confusing to me, but I get it though. This is what I really didn't like. Where's the PR at? Where?
Like his PR person?
Where is your PR at, bro? Like, you cannot. But you know what though? He probably is a newer winner.
No, they probably
like
didn't know he was gonna say some shit like that.
He definitely went off on a whim. He was coming. He was on a high. He was on a winner's high.
That was a premeditated speech.
Absolutely.
That was something he'd been thinking about for like the last week or two. Yeah. And it just came out because he actually had the platform to say it.
What was the question? Did someone
I don't even know what the question
like, was. Someone like, hey, what do you feel about Kevin Durant?
You know how I was just hating on the Weeknd?
Yeah.
Like, that's what he
that came out
unprovoked hate, bro. Like, the nigga just had unprovoked hate.
Yeah.
Like,
wait, can I just say something? We were talking about Beyonce and Taylor Swift and Andrew Schulz.
Yeah.
And then SaVon was like, you know what? Fuck the Weeknd.
Here's the real beat.
You just gotta get that shit off, bro. I'm telling you, you gotta get it off your heart. If you live with that type of hate, it's gonna just like eat you from within.
It's gonna turn you
so
nasty.
Yeah, I think that's what happened with him. I think he just was feeling this. It's probably a little bit of jealousy in that too. Because if you think about the NBA players, because right now FIBA's going on, right? So all the NBA players, they're playing different countries. Not the Olympics, but it's like I don't fucking know the terminology. But the USA team is taking place, and he's represents. What sport does he play? You say he's a sprinter?
I'd say he's a runner.
He's a runner?
Yeah,
he's a runner. He's a track star.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not even used to talking in front of a mic.
And I'm so confused. Listen, maybe I don't know what's going on. Don't let you run into one of them USA ball players right now. If y'all on the same little village, I know the Olympics has a village. I know this is FIBA. Yeah. I don't know how this is set up, but don't let you run into one of the.
I will say, I will give him a little bit of credit.
What's that?
Because as you know, the internet works in mysterious ways, and when topics come up, they will dig up whatever they can find to support the argument.
Yeah.
And I did see Greg Popovich actually echoed a similar sentiment like 10 years ago, maybe 13 years ago. A quote from 2010, Greg Popovich said, "This is not the world championship. Like, it's not a world championship."
Oh, that's what he said?
And he is one to speak because he fucking Greg Pop.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. He was saying that shit because he had all them foreign players on there. I think he had all them French niggas, all them Argentinians. he was just, bigging up his guys.
Yeah, maybe.
He was supporting his crew. Shout out to Pop.
Wait, so I'm just like, and by the way, I'm prefacing this, guys. I'm not the sports person on the pod, so I'm just asking questions. Please don't come for me. But okay, so like he won the men's track
100, 200
today. I mean yesterday. And,
whenever.
Okay,
I would have said the same thing.
That's why he was making this freaking speech.
Yeah.
So
press conference.
okay, so because he won something, that's why he's saying this. So, but like when the best players from the NBA, they make up Team USA in the men's basketball thing, right?
But they're not even the best players.
No. I mean, but like the USA team for men's basketball in the Olympics, like, but don't they win gold like mad times? Yeah. Like, aren't they mad good?
Yeah.
And aren't they like world champions?
We're usually very good.
Yeah.
Wait, so they are world champions. So I just don't get what he's getting at. Like,
in the Olympics, he's talking about when two NBA teams reach the NBA championship,
and then they call themselves world champions.
And then they call themselves world champions.
Yeah, but like those same best players in America go to Team USA and wind up winning gold.
That's a very good point.
I just like I don't get why he said this. Like, I just don't get it.
It's unprovoked hate.
Okay.
Niggas is unprovoked hating.
Yeah. And now we know his name.
And it happens.
Like, if you just win some shit, but you don't get salacious, niggas don't care.
And think of, like, bro, you really got to think about where the hate stems from. When we talk about track, we never talk about the niggas. Unless they're Jamaican.
Hey,
unless they're Usain Bolt.
I want to see his ass.
That's what, like, shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, the women are leading the charge when it comes to track. Yeah. So if I'm a guy, right, traditionally speaking, men are superior athletically than women from a physical standpoint. It's the truth. Like,
is it?
Yeah.
I ain't know that. Nah, I really ain't know that.
Nah,
because when you see like Serena Williams and shit.
Serena Williams is and I'm not trying to knock anybody. Serena Williams is documented saying she doesn't want to play men in tennis because of the advantage that men have physically. Okay. This is on the internet. Okay. It was on I just saw the clip. I want to say she was sitting down with David Letterman. Yeah. And he was like, yo, Andy Roddick, it was a few years ago, Andy Roddick, tennis player, he asked her, would you play Andy Roddick in a one-on-one? And she was like, absolutely not. Like, just the speed of the serve, of his movement, his lateral. No, I don't want to play any men in tennis. And I'm Serena. So I'm not saying it to knock women. Like, that's the fucking truth.
I never thought I was legitimately asking. When I see Serena, I'd be like, she is strong.
And she's very strong, very fast. And she dominates in her sport. But just biologically, it's different, bro. Like, you remember when Brittany Griner said she could beat DeMarcus Cousins in a one-on-one?
Facts. I
forgot she said that.
You remember that?
I forgot she said that shit.
Who you betting on?
I got Boogie Cousins.
Man, it's not to knock her. It's just like, bro, what are we talking about?
You got some weight on her.
Testosterone levels, guys.
Testosterone, yeah.
So he's probably hating like, damn.
But imagine like Steph Curry winning the championship this year coming, right? And then he get on that shit, he go, yeah, nah, I mean, runners be calling themselves world runners, but we be running on the court for real. Like, we really run.
There's probably gonna be some type of like comeback. Yeah.
I want the NBA
in the next
players
few months.
to do that.
What's the average salary of a sprinter?
No, they make
here he goes, Mr. Moneyman.
Like endorsements,
bro. You gotta go to the root. You got these niggas be mad, bro.
That definitely came from a place of insecurity. I feel like,
bro.
Wait, I gotta look this up.
Steph Curry will fart his salary.
Yeah.
You know how much money Steph Curry makes?
Nah,
it's like a quarter of basketball.
Imagine the sprinter does make like mad like $1 billion.
I hope he does. I hope every person that represents this country.
Nah, they make money. They make money. It's just not as much as like basketball players and like football players.
Nah, of course they make money. We make money too.
I think if he was truly fully happy with
them.
himself, he would not have made these comments.
Hey, what the fuck?
He was definitely on a runner's high. What happened, Alex?
Now, I'm pulling this from Sporting News, and I better be fucking wrong. Okay, but you did just mention, Pierre, that they make the majority of their money on endorsements, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm pulling this from Sporting News, so just making sure I ain't just saying this shit.
He make like $5.
Olympic athletes do not get paid by just attending the Olympic Games. However, if an athlete earns a medal, there is a medal bonus attached to it. A gold medal is worth $37,000. All right, stop. No, shit's not funny. Shit's not funny.
Okay.
Shit is not funny. A silver medal is worth $22,000, and a bronze medal is worth $15K. All right, shit is not funny.
Nah.
So is that like the prize money?
So like they said, this is a medal bonus attached to it. So I guess like the real like money is the endorsements that they're gonna get off this, the Wheatie boxes and shit.
But who know
The
him?
Wheatie boxes.
You ever seen him before this?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. We know the nigga now.
Who endorsing him?
Huh?
Who's his
Who
endorsement?
endorsing him?
Yeah.
The Big Three League.
The big
Because he don't like the NBA. He fuck with the...
I'm proud of myself. I actually know what that is.
Yes, you do. You told us you was watching that one day. Salute to Reggie.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
salute
think
to Ice Cube.
Just a little bit of hate.
It's a little bit of hate on
Sometimes
him.
you got to know where the hate come from.
Yeah.
They're not going to like...
I think it's very obvious where the hate comes from.
But also, though, too, this goes for all
Like,
human
damn.
beings. You got to know when you saying some shit and it don't sound right no more.
Nah, bro. Imagine you one
know
of the
what I'm saying?
fastest people in the world.
Yeah.
And they hand you $37,000.
As a
Running out of
bonus.
there.
Wait, you gotta say as a bonus because he might be making
That
a
was
killing
funny.
on the front end.
What Alex just said was very, it was very slick and witty. I like it.
I'm running the fuck about that bitch.
Like, you training
What?
all year round to do the one thing most people in the world can do. And these niggas giving you 30. Bro, I promise you, I'm going to look it up. I'm pretty sure Steph Curry makes $37,000 in like the first minute of an NBA game.
No, yeah, you're right. You're probably right.
So I'm really upset. Like, I get his hate.
Yeah, I
the
get it.
NBA players that were in his comments, Drake that was in his comments, they should have just let him get that off.
And not
I
for
love
nothing.
how much Drake loves NBA players.
Yo, what?
It's so cute.
And
He
not for
loves
nothing.
them.
I will say, NBA players are pretty recognizable and they get pretty famous.
Yeah.
Like compared to other sports,
Yeah, no,
like
yeah, yeah.
football, you can see them, right?
Yeah.
Like football, you got the helmets and there's a bunch of players on the teams. They run different teams and stuff like that. Baseball, you got certain faces, but with basketball, you know,
You're a star.
you're like if you're a star, you're a star and people know you.
I hope my
hating.
future son is a great basketball player.
Hey,
I can't wait to be a
Speaking into
basketball mom.
watch him play soccer now.
Nah, he gonna play football. He gonna come around Uncle P. Uncle P gonna make him play football.
Yo, you said that mad passionately.
Uncle P gonna make him-
Uncle P.
Uncle P gonna
we
make him
make
play
stars
football.
over here. We make football players over here.
Oh shit! All right, man.
So you and John's son gonna be a star. You know how us Haitians do. Us Haitians, we strong.
Why are you
Yeah.
so passionate?
We strong.
We strong.
Do you have a sport that y'all will want y'all kids to play and a sport that you don't want your kids to play and why?
I don't know if I'm educated enough to answer this, but I really genuinely I would love to be a basketball mom. And like I was watching all these sports docs with like recently with like John and stuff and just seeing like the Steph Curry documentary, seeing like him do what he does on the court and just seeing like his mom watching him,
Yeah.
it just really pulled on my heartstrings. I cannot wait to go to the practices, bring little Gatorades and shit.
I can see you
And
doing
then football, you know, I know it's amazing. I know the culture is just incredible, but isn't it like extremely dangerous?
Extremely.
That's what worries me.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that. I don't want my kid playing football either. The fuck?
Really?
No.
Pierre's
I wouldn't
fuming
You
want
just
back
want them to
there.
be spectators?
I mean, if there were a sport,
Yeah.
I want them to get into baseball.
Yeah.
I would love for my kids
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't expect you to say
Mad money in
that.
baseball. There's no salary cap in baseball, right?
Look up
What cap?
Look
nigga?
up the highest baseball contract, salary, whatever you want
If
to
you
call
want
it.
to feel bad for yourself.
It's longevity in the sport. Very, very easy on the body compared to some other sports.
Motherfuckers be
depending on
45.
your position.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
and-
Motherfuckers be 48, beer gut. $100 million a year.
Yo, King Griffey's still making money off Junior. King Griffey Jr. is it? No, King Griffey Senior. He's still making money off of MLB.
I bet he fucking is.
There's also a level of anonymity that you get, even though you're like super famous, sure, right? But most people don't know what the average baseball player looks like.
Yeah.
Like we could have one of the top MLB players walk through this door, and me, I keep up with sports. I would be like, oh yeah, that's that nigga from the Red Sox. I probably still wouldn't know him by name.
Yeah, that way you could be super rich, but still have your lifestyle.
Still have.
I see what you're getting.
Exactly. So if I had a kid, I would want them to kind of like, I would push them towards baseball. Hopefully, like, go get rich off baseball. And then I probably want same thing, football. Because the risk versus reward,
what if he's real?
Yeah, sure is there, but like, nah.
What if he's real?
What happened?
What if he's nice in football?
If he's nice and that's his passion, then I'm always gonna support my kid.
Yeah, you can't like stop. If he was meant to be like a football star, we're not gonna stop him.
We're gonna stop you. Just go,
I'll just be concerned.
Extra cushioning on that head.
And I wouldn't want my son to be like a fighter of any kind.
Oh, really?
I can't watch it. Like my brother's very into boxing. He's really good, and I just cannot.
That's funny.
I thought I was really gonna like faint watching one of his matches, and I can't do that as a mom.
That's funny because that's kind of like like when I was younger, I would want like my kids to just play basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm realizing they think basketball players are soft.
Who thinks that though?
Mad people think basketball players are soft. Mad people think I'm telling you. Like when I speak to people, I had a conversation today. Somebody was like, "Oh yeah, they be soft. They be soft."
But who is saying that though? Do their opinions matter?
So everybody's opinion don't matter.
I don't know, but if it's like some random guy on the street saying basketball players are soft, like I don't care.
Nah, I don't. But you know what though, Reggie? I do, because my kid is not gonna grow up the way I grew up. Quite frankly, none of our kids is gonna grow up the way we grew up. You feel what I'm saying? So I felt like I learned things like that I had to, like in terms of protection. If I really had two sports that I want my kids to play, it would definitely be in some UFC boxing shit and soccer.
Okay.
I want soccer. Play fucking soccer.
I'm not mad at you.
That heart rate gonna be good.
That would be would be number two for
number
me.
two
it would
right
be
there.
Baseball, soccer, and then cricket.
I think
fucking no, nigga. Like,
guys,
go do something.
Side notes, when are we gonna become a golfing pod?
Yo,
I feel like that'd be so cute.
I love going to
I'm not even
driving
joking.
range.
Like my dad is an expert golf. Like he love golf. Like him, and like so now I'm really just to make my dad happy. You know, I really want to get into it. And like people speaking about golf, like Angie Martinez golfs now. She's like, I love it. It's peaceful. It's me out there by myself. Why can't we have a little golf outing? You know?
Have you ever did Top Golf?
I was just,
Have you?
But that's not real golf.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Who said it ain't? Who said it ain't?
You're not out there like.
Who said it ain't?
Have you ever had to like capitulate your body?
No, I know how to golf.
Have you ever had to capitulate this shit, shoulders squared, head to toe, and then get a real golf swing?
Yes, I know how to go. And like it looks
She's like,
easy.
yeah, like it's fine.
No, but like
That's the hardest shit ever.
What's funny to me is how people swing it, like how they swing a baseball. So they go like this.
Oh yeah.
Like that's
like they chuck at it.
it's like guys.
You ready? That's the only thing that makes me insecure.
Golfing?
Top golf.
Really?
Yeah, don't take a date there.
I'm that nigga. Like I go to the
Yeah,
bull
she'll get the ick real quick.
Boy, what? I was just at the bull courts last weekend.
Oh, now
good.
we have to do it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let's do it for the Patreon. We have
Running,
to do
I
it.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's
Football,
the least sexiest I felt when I tried to
feel
swing on a
you just
top
gotta
But
golf.
if you're good,
You
then
just gotta work at it.
It looks good.
No, if you're good, that's a phenomenal date.
Yeah.
Like I already had, so when I went to Vegas with my family, we did like a family outing. We did Top Golf.
Yeah.
And as a family, we were all like really excited to go.
Yeah.
Because it just sounds like a nice alternative to bowling.
Yeah.
Right?
Right,
Black
yeah,
people
yeah.
love bowling. Like birthday parties, hey, we're gonna go to the bowling alley, whatever the case may be. So we was like, hey, we're in Vegas, why not? Like Top Golf, let's do it.
do it.
Family.
Yeah.
All 7, 8 of us, whatever it was. So we all get there. And now we have a really close family friend, AJ. You met AJ,
Yeah,
Dr. Boxer. Shout out to
Yup,
AJ.
shout out
That's my
to
guy.
AJ. What up, my guy?
He came and he joined us on our family vacation.
Fire.
And now AJ is an athlete. He trains twice a day, Olympian, boxer, sprint. Like he takes care of his body. Very athletic built, athletic guy, right? So out of my family, if you had to bet on who's gonna be the best top golfer just by instinct, it would be AJ.
It would be me.
I don't know.
But when I saw he struggled with the mechanics of swinging a golf club, I knew I was doomed.
That's got to be the funniest thing to see somebody be not athletic.
I love seeing people like realize how difficult golf is because I feel like people clown golfers like what the fuck golf, but it's extremely difficult.
Like for such an innocuous sport that you just think is just gonna be like it's just nothing. Like
great word
technique.
choice.
Thank you.
It is humbling.
Yeah.
Yes, Yes.
It is
Yes.
It is
Yes.
one of the few things that have humbled me in my life.
Hey, one of them times I got up there after eating some wings and hit the putt, and the driver just left with me. The shit just went in the little holes that you're supposed to hit the golf ball. That's when I said, all right, let's go do something else.
Nah, we have to
I'm
do
about
this.
it, though. I'm so bad.
We're gonna go
I'm about
golfing
it.
as a family and vlog it for you guys.
Once
I
you get
promise.
the technique down, it's easy.
The technique.
Once you get the technique down,
Yeah,
it's
you
easy.
have to keep one arm straight. Stop bending both arms. Try that at first and see if it improves.
But it's not just the arms.
Oh, it's the legs.
It's the legs.
You have to be very
It's the back.
You doing a heel toe?
Yeah,
Like, y'all
it's the
know.
wrist.
Y'all
It's
know.
mad shit.
I can't dance. I can't dance.
No, you underestimate yourself.
I really can't.
It's got a mean.
Like,
I just think
I
you've
don't
never
dance.
fully
I can't.
tried it.
He's got a mean two-step.
Facts.
So imagine me trying to like be fluid in a swing. It's nasty.
No
It looks
coordination.
very robotic. It looks very unnatural. It is not sexy. I really wanted to like go on a date with somebody and be like, yo, let's go top golfing.
Yeah.
But I really,
Like I'm trying to make somebody laugh.
That's
I'm gonna
not
take him to
gonna
top
happen.
golf.
I would pay to
Alex
see
golfing would be mad.
It's hilarious.
I would love to be good at it
fucking
because I feel
hilarious.
like at some point that's probably where they always say like the biggest business deals happen on the golf course.
Oh yeah, for
Yes.
sure.
I always hear
Yeah,
that.
no,
Like,
no, absolutely. Yeah.
That's where it happens. So at some point I do want to get there.
Yeah.
But the way that my swing is set up, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, but if you work on it now, by the time you get up there, you'll be good.
Yeah, by the time you're a little older, you'll be like an expert golfer.
Why we can't do that on the basketball court, yo? Y'all niggas don't want to talk
Nah, you
business.
gotta, you
Y'all
gotta
want to
evolve
talk.
yourself, bro.
Yo, you out the hood, bro. You've been out the hood
I'm
for quite
saying,
some time.
and you
bro.
driving a nice car,
No, I'm not.
You got a good job.
good job,
Motherfuckers.
You wear glasses.
Yeah, that just screams
you got a
studio.
strong
Your,
beard.
your default can't just be basketball your whole life.
Crazy. All right, man.
But
yeah.
he can never forget the roots, you know?
Dude,
So he'll always turn to basketball.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fine.
That's right.
Don't forget.
Your A is over. You're not going to the A, bro. Pick up something else.
I know.
Don't make Kieran laugh.
Now I have to let that go. No. That's like a black man's rite of passage. Realizing he not gonna go to the A. You know? As a black man, once you realize you're not gonna go to the A,
Yeah.
you gotta just get your whole life in order now.
Did you guys like genuinely have hoop dreams?
I genuinely
Like
had.
you were like, I'm going to the NBA.
I genuinely had hoop dreams.
I had football dreams.
I left. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, actually, you did, because you still be playing football with the Giants now and shit.
I mean,
Yeah, you made it, Pierre.
I made it, but I didn't really make it. I always wanted to play in the NFL because I grew up playing football and running track. And
Oh, so you was one of them hating niggas too.
That's why he knew
He's a
so much
Noah.
about him.
He's a Noah. I literally left my neighborhood, which had it's just bad neighborhood, and like division like D, just to go to a high school that could be a contender. That's how bad I had hoop dreams.
Really?
And
Wow.
then
and your IG handle, ball 24.
Yo, no
Fall
funny.
till
and
we fall.
Wow, yeah, that was
Free plug.
the originator of that. And then Lil Wayne said it on "Sorry for the Wait" mixtape,
Yep.
and I was like, yes,
This is it.
now I gotta change it.
What was the moment you realized
Yeah.
I'm not going to the NBA?
Like when you
man.
really decide, like, you know what,
That's where it
maybe
go.
I should major in.
when you
know?
in the catfish school circuit, they do this thing called recruiting.
Yeah.
See, in public schools,
Facts. Yeah.
whoever's nice from with a neighborhood, they're
Yeah.
gonna run them through, and if the division is nice, they'll win states and shit like that.
Yeah.
In private school, bro, these motherfuckers is recruiting niggas that's 6'11" from Africa, nigga, from goddamn Switzerland, nigga. Like goddamn, I'm talking like it came to a point now, man. And shout out to Nicholas Richardson. I think he plays for the Hornets right now. He was on our team, man. They brought this motherfucker in, no English, from Jamaica. 6'11".
Jesus.
The point guard 6'4". Then I started to look around the team. I say, yeah, that 6-man position and turning the 8th man, eh? How about you just start taking some other shit more serious? And that's when I started listening to more music.
Got it.
Issue myself.
And here we are, the
clean
Need to Know
up,
podcast.
and here the fuck we are.
Look at guys.
And that circuit, they wasn't trying to look at you. And that's what y'all keep laughing about. 6 feet is short now.
Yeah.
Damn.
6'1" is short now. I'm just keep trying to tell you.
It's always been
For
short.
the NBA, or you mean like
it's
in general?
Always been
In general.
short in NBA. It's not short in general.
in general, I want to say.
I think
I don't
average is still
subscribe to
5'9".
that. I don't subscribe to that.
I'm subscribing to it.
It's short for the NBA.
So you guys think you're short? You're not. You guys aren't short.
I think I'm short now.
You're not short, Alex.
Like when I was in high school, this shit was tall as fuck. I was at the mixer. I see some tall ass niggas in there.
I know what you're talking. There was one really tall guy.
I'm looking around like, hold on, I thought I was tall all my life. That was a lie.
Until right now.
But your
Nigga, 6'1",
presence,
6'2",
your
ain't
presence
nothing.
is enough.
That was
You
smooth.
have a tall presence.
I need a girl to give me those affirmations. Thank you.
It's not that
So
hard, ladies.
Reggie is a girl.
Nah, I know, but she not mine. But
No, you know what he meant.
Yeah,
Reggie
thank
makes
you,
us feel tall.
Yeah.
Like when I
Yes.
see our collective pictures.
Damn, that's hate.
Okay, well, that's not saying much.
hate.
I'm only 5'1".
Nah, but it makes me feel better about myself.
I'm 5'1".
Like, I just feel a little bit better. Like,
What?
oh shit, Reggie, you got me looking good. Like, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thanks a lot.
It really
Yeah,
be
imagine I was like tall as fuck.
That'd be fine. We would hoop.
Imagine.
I'm not going front. We would get a little tournament going. Need to know tournament.
No, a golf tournament.
Yeah?
Imagine
think-
Reggie dunk it on you.
I think what we should do,
That'd be some sick
we
shit.
should do like a triathlon where. No, I'm serious.
What are the events?
Well, Reggie wants to do top golf. We'll do top golf, right?
Okay.
Because I think that's a little bit easier to kind of just say, hey, here, this
Yeah.
golf, right?
Yeah.
Top golf or miniature golf, whatever one you're
Miniature
choosing.
golf, I feel like we'll all be equal in that. It's so easy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so top golf. Let's do it.
Okay.
I like
It's
that.
your world. You pick a sport. Alex, obviously by default, you want to do basketball.
Let's
I
hoop.
would assume.
Let's hoop.
Right?
Let's hoop.
And for me,
Wait, what are you gonna
we
pick?
got to do someone throwing a football.
All right, bet.
Throwing a football.
Yeah.
My hands are little though.
That's
You
fine.
gonna catch. You gonna catch.
I just want to do a 40-yard dash. With all four
What
of
the
us.
fuck? I didn't expect you to say that.
I
That's not
want the
gonna-
four
that's
of
not
us to
gonna
do a
be
40-yard
Oh my
dash.
God.
I want
That's
to
not
race
fair.
you.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not going front. Pete, I think. I don't know.
I feel like Pierre is gonna win.
P
definitely.
might. Nah. If
Wait, what you mean, might?
Nigga might. If I-
Here he
Pierre.
goes. For the new
Yo,
listeners,
Pierre.
Pierre loves
Yo,
to
put
shit
some
talk.
respect on my name, bro.
I'm gonna put some respect on your name. If I take 2 weeks to work out every single day,
You're not
bro.
doing nothing. You still not doing nothing. Anything.
Here we go.
Got it.
If you take 2 weeks, you gonna be going slow, fast.
Slow, fast.
That's gonna be the speed on that shit,
That's
right?
gonna be the speed
Yo,
on
don't
that
let me
joint.
take 2 weeks to really do that shit. Wait, SaVon, what's the sport you bringing to the table?
I
He
just
said
said I'm
he said
racing
40-yard
you.
dash.
Oh fuck, you did bring. I thought Pierre said that shit. My
Yeah.
fault.
Nah.
Yeah,
Alright.
you thought I'd
And a
drop 40
bonus
pounds
round.
to just not run? You thought I'd drop 40 pounds to just sit on my ass
Oh,
all
talking
day? Like,
shit, talking
I'm
shit.
ready to race.
Come on,
I'm
go for
here.
it.
Wait, like
You
actually
here?
though?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm
No,
not going
legit.
front. I feel like this shit would be close.
I
Wait.
feel it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
And I'm like, although you guys are actually more athletic than me, I'm like smaller, so I'm more like aerodynamic.
Yeah.
So I might
Sneak
win.
in.
Yeah,
I
facts.
might
If you
win.
duck your head in
Fist
at the end, you know,
Like,
don't
like, yeah.
If you duck that head in at the end, you
Yes.
might take it.
And then also a bonus
Yeah.
round, hip thrusts.
Fact.
See how everybody got
That
quiet.
get,
I do that.
You're right. That gets your posterior
Yeah,
chain.
yeah, OD.
It's
I'm
really
a
hard.
professional hip thruster.
Oh my Jesus.
Yo,
Thrust on this couch. The fuck you on this pod, nigga.
I don't know why I said
What she
that.
thought,
Thought she was the
bro?
only one with a little thrust.
Like you thought you was the only one giving it up in the hips? The fuck?
No, but you guys you thrust
Every way.
that way. But I'm talking with
And
weight.
depending on where they at.
Where you want to go?
Where you at for me? If you at a certain way, then I'ma thrust that way.
It
Okay,
depends
fine,
on the
guys.
chair, depends on the position, the weight, all that.
We're
can
gonna
switch it
vlog
up.
all this.
Hello.
Sign on
Professional hip
patreon.com/need to know podcast.
Yeah, nah, for real, man. Because we ain't recorded last time we hooped, man.
That's another reason why I don't dance. I gotta save all my thrusting for like other moments of life.
Okay, I'll give you it. I'll give that to you.
Just letting you know. This is why
that's a
I'm pretty
lie.
on there.
You know, you want to know that's a lie? People, as a human being, you don't lose the ability to thrust.
How do
How do you
you
know
know
that?
this?
Yeah, you just saying
What's
shit.
regular
Wait, what did he
science?
say? As a
He
what
just said,
man?
as a human being, you don't lose the ability to thrust.
Like,
Some
there's
people
no
don't got that
shelf life
motion.
on thrusting.
Not
I
everybody
mean,
got that
ask
motion.
some niggas though. I don't. They would tell you different.
Now I'm telling you.
All right, but shit, I'm
I
going.
mean, no, but you
Thank
get
Dr.
tired after
Pierre.
a while, though.
Yeah, I'm saying if you gotta, you know what I mean? Y'all not doing it right.
Oh my goodness.
All right, P, you got it, man. This nigga's crazy.
You got it.
This nigga want to do field day with us. I'm down, man. I'm fucking down.
You want to talk about some more hating?
I mean, that's kind of been the
We don't have
theme
to.
here.
We don't have to talk about hating. It's fine. We could talk about Donald Trump's mugshot.
We can talk about anything.
I think that's like. I think the
Yo.
fact that he took his mugshot with a suit on, like
then
Is
sold
that
it as
allowed?
merch.
Like I was
that
very
is
confused.
criminal.
Nah. Yeah.
Whoever was the photographer for that, he should be arrested.
Shouldn't have done that. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
why you fly when you're supposed to be down bad? Like this is the worst
Also,
moment
like,
of your
the
life.
angle was just off.
Yeah.
That wasn't a proper mugshot.
That was
like
that was a portrait mode. You ever post a picture on portrait mode on Instagram with the full body shit?
Yeah.
They gave him a full body mugshot.
Have y'all seen? So back in the day, damn, I just said back in the day when we were younger. There was like
back in my day.
you feel what I'm saying?
what we got now.
When we were younger, there was a book series called The Toad and the Frog.
Okay.
Y'all remember Toad and the Frog?
I'm familiar. I'm familiar.
Yes, of course.
Donald was looking like Toad. You look at his face.
Exactly.
He was looking just
Google
like
that,
the Toad, bro.
Go Google that one.
I'm like, how they got him looking
Nah.
ill? Like Toad in the suit is crazy.
The thing is, though, you know he planned the way he was gonna pose that.
Like, think about all the people he put in jail. And he had no regard for how they mugshot looked. But when it's his turn, he came like it was picture day at school. The nigga had the red tie. He was on brand.
Then sold the merch. See, that's
Did he really?
Yeah.
I thought that was a rumor.
Man, I'm gonna double check
I
on
think
that
other
shit.
people sold
Other
merch.
people sold the merch for him?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
let me not
YG
spread that. Let me not spread
YG
that.
made
Hold
a
on.
fuck Donald Trump t-shirt out of
Really?
mugshot already, yeah.
Did
Like
he
an
really?
official one.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, YG. Yeah. Yeah.
I see people trying to like people are embracing Trump these days. Have y'all noticed that? Like the
Like
code,
who?
I see some black people in general just
OD.
kind of embracing Trump
there's a-
because
OD.
the
I see
narrative
why.
is Joe Biden. He's not really
As overt.
funneling money into the communities in the way that people felt Donald Trump was. So I see a lot of people turning that corner of like, yo, Trump, that's my nigga, free Trump. That's crazy.
Let's call it what it is, man. Niggas ate on PPP. All right, let's just call it what it is, man. People ate on the PPP loans when Trump was still in office.
Yeah.
And I do feel like a lot of people remember that. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I do realize that studying human beings is the most interesting thing ever. Because so long human beings kind of get what they want out of a situation, they can take their morals, what they naturally align with, out of the picture and just be okay with what is serving them in the current moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's politics.
Yeah, and that is politics. I'm not gonna lie. The interesting thing about this shit too is, the same prosecutor that has prosecuted, hasn't prosecuted Young Thug is in charge of the Young Thug investigation, case, all of that shit. They still haven't selected a fucking a jury yet, which is fucking crazy to me. It's been mad long. Anyway, she's the same one from Fulton County that got that Thug. So it will be kind of interesting to see how like these two cases
why is there
are
so
dealt
much going
with.
on down there?
It's a lot going on in Georgia. A lot going on in Georgia. Gotta watch yourself.
Yo.
Yeah.
You know, in that whole indictment, everyone got offered bail except for the one black guy.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about
what?
Yeah, you shouldn't be fucking with him.
I think Giuliani got off with like either 200,000 or 100,000.
Let's stay at Giuliani. Let's stay there real quick. For those of you that are not familiar, see, I know a little bit of politics, but I don't like to talk about that shit for real because I've heard about it so much as a kid. As a kid, bro, my mom just fucking bombarded me with that shit, bro. Like, real talk, bro. Like, before I was old enough to leave the house, bro, she had me watching news.
Fire.
Like, yeah, I guess. But then you stuck with a bunch of facts that you really don't want to fucking know.
Yeah.
Anyway, Giuliani was one of the lead people that introduced what a RICO was.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So to see
Life
him-
comes at you fast.
Want to give you a full circle moment, Reggie?
Crazy.
So to see him take that mugshot of something that he introed to the public in this country, it's a laugh. I had to laugh so good.
I think mugshots is the purest form of being able to determine someone's innate, I don't fucking know, nature. Now, when I say that, there's some people, when you see them in a mugshot, I don't know what it is about mugshots, but you can just see pure evil from a mugshot. No, legit. Like, I can look at somebody and be
like
like,
that
oh,
on
whatever
purpose.
they said he did, she did.
They did it.
They did that shit.
Yeah.
And then there's some people where you kind of give them a little bit of grace. And it's like,
Yeah.
damn, they
'Cause
probably
they
just had a
look
bad
scared.
moment.
Yeah.
But your mugshot will determine to me if you are just an evil piece of shit.
Yeah.
And he's one of those.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
The Trumpy.
Trump.
You talking about Trump? You're not talking about Trump?
I was talking about Giuliani.
Oh, my fault, Giuliani. Yes.
Giuliani, he just looks like a
Yes.
villain. Like,
Yeah.
I was watching this movie the other day. I can't remember what it was, but this is always certain actors who always get casted as villains. It's just something about their face, their look, their presence, their aura
Never
that
seen
just
them,
says villain. They're never a leading man, ever. They're always the bad guy, right? Giuliani is that. Like, he just looks like the villain.
I agree.
He like Penguin.
Like, there's just some people. Yeah, he looks like the penguin.
He like the Penguin, right?
He does.
I got that shit right?
Yeah, like, if he
He
was
looks
like
like
the
a penguin.
protagonist, like the good-hearted protagonist of a movie, I wouldn't believe him.
There's some people that just don't look like they were put on earth to do anything positive. And like, you just got blessed. Nepotism worked in your favor to where you got to wherever you are.
Yeah.
Cool, congratulations. But when you got there,
Who else is
you
like that?
fucked it up.
Who's always like the villain that we know? He only plays villains. names.
Like actors, you're saying?
Yeah,
Actors?
like can you guys think of any?
Yeah, I just can't fucking remember.
I have
names.
faces, but I don't have like names.
Yeah, I'm terrible with that.
I'm
shit.
also really bad with actors' names. I
Same.
can't name like 5 actors.
Yeah, really. I fucking
I'm
hate
really
that
bad.
shit. Yeah, I can name an artist though in a second.
Mm-hmm.
See, the thing with politics is like you kind of see politicians change in real time if you just keep watching.
Yeah.
Right? Like even like Joe Biden and shit. He was a part of the crime bill that locked up a lot of black people in the 90s. You feel what I'm saying? So fast forward, you see him on the Breakfast Club.
Now I'm trying to friggin' win.
Now he telling you like, yo, I ain't gonna lie.
you're not-
You don't vote for me, you not black.
Facts.
Oh my God.
Knowing that you are a part of that shit. But again, that's why it's just, I don't think there's a right or wrong in all of this politics shit, but it's just so interesting again, just to study people. Like, how do y'all change so quick?
Christopher Walken. You
There
know
we
him
go.
by face.
I know him by
You may not
face.
know him by name.
I know about
Oh shit.
Christopher
Oh my God, that's a
Walken.
villain. I'm
Christopher
scared.
Walken.
Every time you see this
Christopher
guy
Walken.
in anything, he's a villain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything.
I agree.
He was in
just had-
Spider-Man, right?
I don't know what that nigga was in.
Was he
but
like the uncle? No.
Oh, no, I'm thinking about another nigga.
you thinking of Uncle Ben? That's racist.
No, my
Old
fault.
white nigga with gray hair, that's
My fault.
racist.
No,
Relax.
I'm thinking about
That's Uncle
Spider-Man's
Ben.
friend Op. His friend that turned into his Op.
Nah.
You know-
Harry?
Yeah.
Nah, you see,
Harry
that's
Daddy.
racist.
You know how him and Harry Daddy
That's,
look.
that's William Dafoe.
My
See,
fault.
you racist again.
My
Watch
fault.
your mouth.
My fault.
It's Christopher Walken.
My fault.
All right?
My fault.
They
This-
do look alike though.
My fault.
We're
guy-
talking about the 2 white men, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can say that.
Yeah.
John Vaught.
Yeah, I can say.
John Vaught. He's another one.
Let me see his face.
You know whose daddy
I
that is?
do. Wait, I don't. Who
Wait, let me
daddy
see.
that
Let me
is?
see,
Show
let
it.
me
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you. You'll
Who
never
is
know
this?
who.
And y'all should please go Google
No,
these
he
people as we
looks
talk.
sweet.
Ain't nothing about sweet about that one. Google these people as we're speaking about
Oh,
it too.
Jesus.
Because they have the faces
John
that I just
Vaught?
remember, but
John
I
Vaught?
don't.
Okay.
His daughter is Angelina Jolie.
Oh shit.
Really?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't know
Croft?
anything about white actors.
That just fucked my head
Jesus.
up.
Life comes at you fast. And he's a villain in real life if you know his backstory. He has some villainous ways. Angelina don't fuck with him. If Angelina don't fuck with you, I can't fuck with you because I love her.
Yo.
She's a
I'm not gonna laugh at that because I don't know how heinous these crimes are. So I'm not. I don't even know if I can laugh.
like think about
deadass. I'm over here just chuckling like, ah.
I'm always
Crazy.
in support of white people that adopt black babies, which Angelina Jolie has done. So if she is against you, you a piece of shit. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Straight piece of shit.
Nah, so that shit is crazy though. Yeah, you dead right, man. I don't know. It was interesting to see those mugshots. I'm gonna be honest with you because I thought we was never gonna get him. You know,
Mugshot?
because this is not the first charge.
first.
This is not the first of Donald Trump's
Yeah.
charges.
I think he's got like 92 counts.
91,
against him.
absolutely. 91,
Yeah.
92 charges.
Wait,
yeah,
speaking
counts.
of actors, you know, there's one of my favorite shirts. It's Will Smith,
Yes.
the Bel Air, a flip of Bel Air Academy or whatever. Speaking of Will Smith, I have a little jokey joke, you know, to lighten things up. How do you?
Oh.
Okay. How do you find Will Smith in a crazy snow blizzard?
You slap him.
No.
Oh, my fault. I don't know.
Crazy.
There's mad snow and you lost Mr. Will Smith. How do you find him?
All right, hold on.
You call Jada.
No.
Okay, one more.
Just one more and then I'll get to it.
You call Jaden.
No. You look for a Fresh Prince.
Yeah. She did say she had on the Fresh Prince shirt. I'm tired.
Why aren't you guys laughing?
Nah,
I am laughing.
That shit
You
went
guys
over
never
my head.
laugh at my
That
jokes.
shit went over my head. dog.
It was so good. It went over my head. Like I'm laughing in real
Don't backtrack
time.
now. You guys don't think I'm
I'm
funny.
dead serious. I'm laughing in real time. Like
I'm right here with
Fresh
you.
Prince.
I know.
In West Philadelphia, and like the fresh
Fresh
footprints, so
They
that you
don't
can
under-
see in
they
the
only-
snow.
they only understand
Yo,
double
You fucked me up. I didn't know.
wait, SaVon was fake laughing this whole time. He's like, "Oh, I get it."
He just got
now."
it.
Nah, I said I didn't get it from Joe. That's why they laughed.
We was processing. You know, we a little slow. My fault.
It takes a certain level of
You
intelligence.
look
Yeah.
for fresh.
They only
Fresh
Reggie. They only
Prince.
understand double entendres in music. They're not evolved. They're not evolved.
Fucking weak. That was a good one.
Where do you get these jokes
That was a
from?
good
Because last
No, that
week,
was fire.
the episode
fire. I
that,
like that.
didn't get released,
Oh yeah, I told a
you
little
told
jokey
a
joke.
joke that day too. Like, do
Yeah.
you have a joke book? Like, where does this come from?
This is just how my mind works.
This is
Honestly,
how your mind works.
I just love
You
doing this. I just love
retain?
doing this.
Got
Yes.
it. Got it. That is fucking crazy. But let's go back to haters.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you got some haters on your list,
I
man?
got some haters.
What's the word on
I'm
that?
starting to realize there's a trend. Okay, so we had Elliott Wilson on the pod last week, right? Shout out to Elliott again. One of the reoccurring themes is our shared birthday, January 14th. Cool. Love that. Elliott, appreciate you
Love
again.
that.
Yeah, for real. Like, I know all the people born on that day.
Yeah.
My good brother, my guy. the one and only, pioneered this rap shit. Actor, rapper, MC, festival, everything. He's one of the GOATs. LL Cool J. January 14th.
Shout out to L.
Right? My guy. Who doesn't like LL? Well, I might know one person, but we'll leave that later. No, legit. I might know a nigga. I might know a nigga that don't like L. I love LL.
I love L.
But between Elliott Wilson, myself, and LL Cool J, I think January 14th got a little bit of hate that day. Because niggas, we just be hating for no reason. So I don't know what was going on this particular day when LL Cool J was on stage, but he had some words for somebody. And people are speculating that it's Jay-Z. I don't know. He doesn't say a name. Put your headphones on and let's tap it.
I'm gonna shout it out to all you rappers trying to play mystery, man. Stop fucking up your legacy. Get on this goddamn stage, man. A lot of dudes run around, you know, they don't listen to more for the performance. Come on, bro. Get on stage, man. If I can get on stage, you definitely can get on this thing. I wasn't gonna do it. Really doing that? Why you don't need to do that? Yes, I do. I love it. Yeah.
Now, before we go any further, I'm so glad you brought this up. I was on Twitter and I ran into someone that actually attended that LL Cool J show, and he had a different perspective on it. He said, "I was literally at this show. He and Questlove had just finished performing Houdini's Freaks Come Out at Night, and was saying he tried to get Jalil from the group to come on the tour, but he declined." That's who he was referring to here.
Got it.
So I was like, oh shit, nah, but the Jay-Z one sound better.
Yeah, because I definitely heard the Jay-Z angle.
Yeah.
It's crazy how.
But you know what though? The Jay-Z angle kind of was I guess created because when Jay-Z was president at Def Jam, right? And LL was in there. You know, LL helped build Def Jam, so I could see if he had a problem with that. But to kind of see that get debunked was like, it was bittersweet because I was like, damn, like.
But if that person didn't clarify, everybody would have thought there was some like underlying beef still.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I mean, to what he said though, I would like to see Jay-Z perform. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like,
there's been like a history of LL and Jay-Z not really being on the same page. On his last interview on the Breakfast Club, LL Cool J mentioned that he doesn't get invited to the Rock Nation brunches. Right? Shit. Now, somebody would think, yeah, it's not that big a deal. Right. But then somebody could also say that's kind of odd and strange that somebody like a LL Cool J has never been formally invited, right? Like, we both Def Jam, both come from a similar era. Like, I'm a goat, you're a goat, we're goats, hey, baby goats, big goats, whatever you want to call it. Like, why the fuck aren't they, ever in the same room at the same time? So that was what the internet was saying. I thought it could apply to anybody. I'm glad you had a source directly that was there who could speak to it. But even then, I like LL's approach to it. Yeah, it's just it gives me real
OG.
Yeah,
like I loved everything about it.
Very consistent with what I believe people to be born on January 14th.
He said, "Yeah, I gotta big up my birthday twin." Now, hold on, you know how we rock. Nah, that's a fact though. But I'm gonna say it again. Oh my God!
Speaking of rock, you said rock. Guess who's a Taurus? The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Anyway, okay, we can move on. Sorry.
Guess who's a Pisces?
Y'all niggas just naming shit.
I know. I just like.
Me and Rihanna share the same birthday.
That is pretty cool.
That's why we so elite.
You just had a baby too, huh?
Nah, not yet.
Not yet. All right. But I did like what LL was saying though. And this 50 years of hip hop is really making me appreciate. I said this to myself. I haven't said this out loud. It's making me appreciate hip hop even more. To see the originators and founders and the people who were on the block first of hip hop, to see them still being able to perform at a high level. I'm breath control.
Oh my God!
I'm talking not needing a backtrack meaning when artists are performing, you hear the song under it and they're performing over the vocals.
And a lot of them look great.
Yes.
Like they look like nice and shaped.
Absolutely. And to see that because they come from that era and that's how they was taught, that they're probably one of the last groups that are able to put on a show like that. I would absolutely love to see Jay-Z go and do that. Yeah. Granted, this is not a cry for help of me telling Jay-Z what to do, anything like that. He's a freaking billionaire. He don't gotta listen to shit I'm over here saying. I get it. But just on some 50 years of hip hop shit, like appreciating the music and shit like that. I would like to see a Hove who never wrote nothing just go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, he hasn't performed this year.
I don't think, and if he has, maybe I'm wrong. Wait, I think he did. He did overseas.
Oh, he did?
He did overseas. Yes, he did. I forgot.
Okay.
Damn, I forgot what it was for, but he did that overseas.
Some fashion event.
Yeah,
like, I think Louis Vuitton.
One of those.
He also performed with Pharrell.
Yes,
they
I remember that.
performed together too.
I remember
but on some like hip hop 50 shit though.
Yeah, I would love to see that shit, bro. Real talk, man.
Maybe he's planning an end of the year type of thing. Because now, you know, his wifey's touring, you know. I do believe maybe he's like planning something special. Because how could he not, you know?
Maybe he just feels like he's given enough to hip hop. And I don't have to be performative when the 50th anniversary comes around. It's like those couples that say, yo, we don't celebrate holidays because we treat each other the right way throughout the year.
We don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
I'm not saying I'm in support of it. But
celebrate Valentine's Day. Come on, guys.
If you're the guy who brings flowers to your girl on the first of every month, I could understand why you're looking at Valentine's Day like, we don't really got to do that. You know, so somebody like a Hove, I think, and this is no knock at LL Cool J, obviously, but I think, I even say this,
watch my man L.
I'm not gonna diss L, of course.
That's my man.
I'll put it like this.
I'll be working
I think in recent years, I think people would associate LL Cool J more with his acting and his TV presence than in hip hop. Now, granted, he's been doing this shit for what, 30 years, 30 something, 40, damn near 40 years, whatever the case may be. So I don't necessarily want to see him rapping every day, every year, every week, dropping albums. Like, you want to see your GOATs gracefully age, and I think he's been one of the very, very few. I think between him and Will Smith, those are two rappers from the 80s, right, who are still relevant today. Rappers from the 80s don't really exist today. Not in the light that we see LL Cool J and a Will Smith in, right? So I think it's a little bit different, but
not for nothing. LL Cool J was the original Drake.
I can see that.
A lot of people don't realize that, especially from our generation, because we wasn't necessarily like grown.
I see what you're saying.
Taking, you know, of course, the acting you can couple, of course, but having the amount of hits to span from decade to decade, the relevancy
and like the love songs,
the love, sure, you can group that, but just the relevancy from 5 years to 5 years, from 10 years, he never really got out of the picture. A lot of people from, you know, artists from that generation, maybe, you know, they kind of had their heyday in the 90s.
Like KRS?
Like KRS had his, you know what I'm saying, had his heyday. He had that run. But we didn't see his 2000s run.
We ain't see his 90s run.
Don't put some respect on.
He barely made it to the 90s.
And put some respect on KRS.
He barely made it.
Put some
From what I know.
He made it though. Okay.
Once Biggie came on the scene, niggas ain't want to hear that bullshit.
Come on. He was teaching. He was preaching knowledge. Watch him. It's 50 years of hip hop. Watch your mouth, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yes, LL was the original Drake in terms of I'm getting older with the sport, but I know how to age with the sport. People don't look at me and go like, yo, LL is on the he's on tour right now. He's on the Force tour. He's also going to release an album soon called The Force. So I ain't gonna lie, man. I know Jay-Z is giving us the 444, you know, and that was the reflective state of his life. As I look back on 444 now, it scares me because I like this so much, but it did kind of feel that this is me bowing out. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this is just my opinion. Again, he doesn't have to do any of this. When it's certain ones of y'all that can do it at the highest level and can still are able to do it, I would like to see. It's impressive to see LL still touring. It's impressive to see him still trying to put an album out when what the fuck else does he have to prove? 50. You know what I'm saying? 50. He's on tour. 50 on tour. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's gonna get back into music, but he did do a feature on Nas Hit Boy joint, right? So it's kind of just to see our elder statesmen show that it shows that you can age gracefully. It shows that when we look at the pop artists and the rock artists, and when they age, we don't put them in the box of, oh, we don't listen to their music no more. Well, their fan base doesn't put them in the box and go, oh, yeah, he's not in his 30s no more. He's, you know, so he's not in his 20s anymore, so we don't think that's relevant anymore. They don't do that over there. So I feel like it's so important for us to do that in hip hop and rap, you know what I'm saying, in our culture, because it gets to show that you can be, there can be some longevity here. It doesn't have to be a young man's game. Why is rap? Why is it that rap is the only young man's game? These motherfuckers be touring.
There is a place for older rappers.
Yeah, like when you go to other genres, they tour till like they're 70. Like, what are we talking about?
I 1000% agree with you. But I also want to be frank and I want to be honest. Like, sometimes the slaps that was slapping in yesteryear, them shits don't hit today.
Don't do that.
Nah, for real. Seriously.
You can put some slaps
like,
out, though.
Like they're not gonna slap for everybody.
A hop, a hibba to the hip. I don't want to hear that shit. So it's hard to translate through generations when that shit was just in the moment.
I do appreciate how SaVon is very unfiltered. Like he says whatever is on. He disrespects the classic hip hop. He's like, yeah, I just
crazy.
No, I'm not even being. I'm being like, if you really think about it,
like the Sugar Hill bit, like
you can is. And I don't know, maybe it's just my ears.
I'm listening.
But generally speaking, it's probably a little bit easier to listen to like Eye of the Tiger. Right. Eye of the Tiger.
Okay, I'm not with you there.
No, I'm not saying I'm turning that on. I'm not saying I'm turning it on.
Or off.
Right? But there's certain songs, certain artists from that time, from their culture, that just aged a little better than the hit.
Nah.
A hip to the hit to the bimmer to the fimmer to don't stop.
Let me tell you something. The Sugar Hill gang,
bang, the boogie and the bang, bang, boogie.
The Sugar Hill gang is still performing. Okay? So I ain't gonna let you do that. That's the hip hop shit that you over here.
For like 500 people.
No, the fuck they not, actually. No, they are not. And this is the fuck. Y'all stop fucking laughing.
I'm not laughing.
Wipe your face. Wipe the smile off your faces here. Respect rap.
No, I'm not disrespecting rap. SaVon just made me giggle. I
blame it on him. Respect.
Shut up. Both stop.
Shut up.
In the bang bang.
Respect hip hop, nigga.
Like, what are we talking about?
Shut up, nigga. Respect rap.
It don't age sometimes, bro.
Age.
Like, it's alright to say that.
No.
So I get it. There's two things happening at the same time.
Yes.
One thing is hip hop is a young man's sport.
It don't gotta be
The
though.
other thing is the slaps don't slap
That's
from
not
the 80s like
true.
that.
That's not true because I was just at Rock the Bells Fest telling y'all.
But you're a music aficionado.
No,
You're
I
a
think no,
savant.
people do appreciate the old school hits still.
Nah,
like
the
people
bridge
do
is
appreciate
over.
it.
The bridge is over.
Stop.
The bridge is over.
Stop. You're about to make me mad in here. You're about to make me mad in here.
hate
The bridge is
SaVon.
over.
Stop it.
SaVon's gonna get us canceled.
No, I don't want to bump that shit,
Stop
bro.
it. No, but we need to bump that shit. And this,
we don't.
Yes,
though.
we do.
We do need to respect
Yes,
it.
we do.
Respect it and bumping is different.
Okay, all right. So let me ask y'all a question. How long do you want for your rap and hip hop faves? How long do you want their runs to be?
I want them shits to hit.
Nah. Answer the question. That's a whole nother statement. Answer what I just asked you. How long do you want your faves runs to be? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm getting a little depressed that Kendrick and J. Cole and Drake and them is about to be 40.
Nah, but listen,
I'm getting a little tight at that because our generation, our culture tells us, oh, I bet they got about 4 or 5 more years where we don't take them serious no more.
But you know why they're gonna live
why
forever?
if they do it so well?
You know why they're gonna live forever?
I'm listening.
Because they got that heat.
Okay, but
Their music is gonna.
I'm about to
let me
age you.
get my shit back.
You right? Get it over.
Their music is gonna translate into the different generations. Now, not to anybody's fault. Back in the 79, 88.
I'm about to crack your head. Watch this.
Do whatever you want to do, right? Let me just finish what I gotta say. Not that anybody was thinking that far, because we always say whoever would have thought hip hop would make it this far, right?
Yeah.
So back in 79, 80, whenever the birth year, the inception of hip hop came, nobody was thinking about 2023. Cool. So you made music for that moment, and that's what it was. But that shit don't hit today.
But
and
see,
so it's
to
hard
some
for me
people it does though.
To some people it might, but to the next generation, I'm not saying there's people that don't care, but it doesn't pass down generationally the way that a 50 Cent will. Like 50, let's talk about
50 Cent does, yes.
Like a Nas, right? I think Illmatic, a little bit before Illmatic, maybe there's a few outliers. We're talking about LL Cool J. Like even Will Smith. Salute to Will Smith. His music don't hit today. No. He got a song or two that you're gonna listen to because it's probably a dope song for that moment. But his entire catalog doesn't translate to today.
Yes, it does. I listen to Switch every morning while I'm walking to the office.
Tell him because he
vibe was like, come on.
Come on, and she know the words. And this is the
I'm
thing.
kidding.
She's wearing them on her shirt, bro.
I know,
like that's your fan. Generally speaking, it doesn't translate, bro. Hibba to hibba to hot nigga. Stop.
It's funny, right? Watch
that.
this. Now it's funny, right? I know it's fucking funny. You like the fucking joke because you making me mad. You know music make me mad. We're older than Coi Leray, right?
Facts.
Yes.
The Message by Melly Mel has been reiterated, remixed, and resampled like 500 times over.
And I love that.
No, you don't, because you just sat here and told me that the music from that era doesn't translate to these new niggas. So why is it that a Coi Leray who is younger than us she just flipped the message for girls is players too. That song is from that era, bro. So my whole thing is like sampling and us doing shit like that has always kept those types of music
Like
relevant.
somewhat
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
you're
I
right.
don't think that like
come on,
completely.
son.
That's a great point, but
It
I don't
is.
think that completely negates SaVon's point because he's saying like, okay, you're taking elements of the message and making them into 2023.
But without
so it's
the
kind of
me-
like you guys are coming
but
to like
without
a
the
happy
message,
medium.
but without the message, we don't have this at all.
I'm
That's
with
the
you.
whole point.
I'm
So
not knocking that.
they're still pulling from it. Then.
I'm not knocking that. And I'm glad that we do infuse that generation with today. But what I'm saying is the reason why, like 90% of Coil Ray, I would even go as far as to say 95% of Coil Ray's fan base doesn't hear that song and think Melly Mel. Right now, I'm not saying that's to anybody's fault or anybody's detriment. What I am saying
so
is
far
that
removed.
that song, the original song, has not translated into this current generation as saying this is a Melly Mel song. This is like he is just not. It hasn't.
I see what you're saying.
If the song came here though, right? Even if you don't identify it with it being Melly Mel, it still got here, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't. That's the whole point I'm trying to make, bro. I don't care if they're not familiar with Melly Mel. Let's talk about Wu-Tang. How many fucking Wu-Tang joints have been freaking flipped?
A ton of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank God.
We can't just thank God for
No,
it
for
too. You know what
real.
I'm saying? That's what, because my real beef, SaVon, is it's all fun and games. Cause I'm with you, bro. Some of them joints, I ain't gonna lie. Some of them joints ain't aged correctly. Cause I'm with you.
That's
on some.
all I'm saying,
I'm with you on
bro.
some of that. But the problem is, bro, like this is why rap gets put into a box. We literally have expiration dates on our biggest, most talented acts.
Some of them niggas need that.
Okay, well, what about the ones that don't? Because like I said, the Bon Jovis and them niggas, they perform till 70.
But some of
That
their
shit,
people
come
need that
on.
shit too.
What you mean?
Some of their artists like
Wait, Alex, are you
Yeah.
saying that the fact that Wu-Tang and Melly Mel are being sampled even to this day, that does mean that it translated? Is that what
Absolutely.
you're saying?
That's
okay,
exactly what
I
I'm
kind of get
saying.
his point. I get your point.
exactly what I'm
he's
saying.
Even though people might not recognize that the original track was them.
The message, yeah.
The message,
make me
yeah.
hibbity hop up off this motherfucking podcast. You keep talking that bullshit.
Yo, bro, I'm trying to tell you, it's not bullshit, bro.
No,
Bro,
I see what you're saying.
see what I'm saying?
Your point is valid.
I
I'm
bet.
not fighting you on that point.
Yeah, because
But, all right,
because
yeah.
we're gonna be mad.
Can I ask you this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I actually had a chance to have an interaction with Melly Mel, right?
Me too.
And when I met him, he had
Muscles.
He had mad muscles.
A lot of muscles. So
Nah,
watch
yeah.
your fucking mouth.
No, I'm gonna talk my shit because I ain't never gonna see that nigga again. I don't think.
Imagine he's like an avid need to know listener.
Shit,
Yo,
you never know.
he sent the
honestly.
diss track to Eminem, so he listened.
And then he apologized for it. If you send a diss track and
kinda-
apologize
I
for
kinda
your
liked
own,
it.
like, come on,
That's crazy.
I kinda
that's
liked it.
ass work.
I kind of liked it.
Bro, think about how booty you got. Yo, imagine we dropped a pod and came back next week. Like, I'm sorry for releasing that shit. Son. Like, bro, the nigga had some ass work.
Kind of liked it. I'm
He
gonna send it to
didn't
you
like
so you
it,
can
though.
play it, but keep talking.
He didn't like it.
Keep
What I'm
talking.
saying is, when I met Melly Mel, he still had this chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't feel like he gets that just due. The reason why he was talking so reckless and crazy about Eminem is because he's like, yo, why is everybody like praising this guy and giving him all these accolades and saying he's the God MC? No, I'm the God MC. I started this shit. Like, he feels slighted, right? And so although people are sampling his shit, I don't know what the royalties look like. I don't know how much he's profiting off of all of these people flipping his song. There's still a part of you being an artist and a creative where you want that credit and recognition for what it is that you've done. And these artists from the older previous generation, they don't get that because their original music has not translated in that way to still capture the new generation. That's my point. I'm not saying the influence isn't there. I'm with you. The samples, we need it. I love it. I'm glad that's how they can inject themselves into today's music. But 95% of Coil Ray's fan base is not going to hear that and be like, yo, bro, this was Melly Mel. And Melly Mel is this person. Because we don't need to. We haven't had to. And again, the music don't translate. This shit is not, it ain't it.
I'm gonna know you all my life. So in 5 to 10 years, bro, when all of the greats that we love right now, who we've loved since 2010s and all of that shit, and you already don't like any of the new shit right now.
Nah, I do.
No, you don't. Not the new rap. No, you don't. You don't gotta lie.
Who's
here.
new? Give me one nigga that's new.
Bro, I don't.
Now say somebody new. Test me, quiz me.
Roddy Ricch, I don't know.
I like that nigga. See, look,
Yeah,
you're wrong.
Do you? Lil
I do.
Yachty.
Nah, I don't like that nigga.
See?
No. You're right.
I don't like that nigga.
10 years, I'm gonna ask you this question, bro. I'm gonna ask you what you're listening to, what you're a fave of, and by that time, which is no biggie, because we're all R&B heads in here, we'll probably full be R&B, but you're right. Maybe some of this stuff isn't translating the most, even though it's being sampled. That's not my argument. My argument is we need to allow our culture and genre to grow properly. And we don't do that because of the age limit we put on this shit, yo. You get what I'm saying? Like that.
I think that's changing though. I think that's an old narrative.
I know, because LL about to put out an album.
But not just the LL. I think, again, I think the what a lot of hip hop people like to call the golden era, I think they bridged that gap. The gap that we're looking for of the Beatles and the Eagles and all of those historic bands who will never die out, never go anywhere.
Ever.
I think that, unfortunately, is almost like the Melly Mels and Kumo D's and all those guys. They're almost like prehistoric, right?
Well,
and then as history has gone on in hip hop, we've reached a point in hip hop where mid 90s, late 90s, early 2000s is where now that's where the influence really began. That for a lot of people is like the quote unquote birth that will translate generations. The
Golden
Nas's,
era,
the 50s.
That's the platinum era.
You get whatever era you want to call it, right? The Snoop Dogg's, all of these guys, the Hoves, the Eminems, the Dr. Dre's, like that era, like it's always going to be relevant.
Like the classic era.
And that's where, unfortunately, it feels like it truly began because my generation, right? Our generation can appreciate it, listen to it, sing every single word, buys the tickets to go see 50. Then you got the people who actually grew up with 50, our parents. There's some grandparents who I was like, yo, shit, who passed that down, where there's a certain era of rap that just got lost in translation. And that's what happens when you're the first to do something at times.
But
when
what
you're
I'm
first,
saying,
that's what happens.
But what I'm saying is the reason why, and salute to Nas, of course. I don't know how we haven't brought Nas up in this conversation. What I'm saying is some of our greats that can still do it decide not to play the game. Like you said, that gets translated over and it gets passed on. But we're going to start to miss more of that because they don't feel confident enough to put out music because we age them. That's my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're right. They do get age. Yeah, it does sound kind of old after a while, but that's on us. The onus is on us because we go, yo, this shit not brand new. Yo, this nigga not in his 20s.
And music happens
this nigga's 40.
fast.
Yo, he's 40. He's 40.
Nowadays, music happens fast, too.
Yeah.
I think one of the real problems is, and we could kind of move off of this,
Yeah.
but one of the real problems is that we are expecting new music from old artists, whereas in other cultures, they appreciate what that artist has done. And that's why I think we have reached a point in this culture to where we're just now learning how to appreciate older music. Again, 50 Cent is selling out a tour of an old album of his back catalog.
Wasn't it the 20th anniversary of Get Rich or Die
Yeah.
Trying? That's why he's doing the
Exactly.
tour. And
And
now
it's-
that shit still sounds brand new.
And
like,
it's his final lap tour.
Yeah.
You know, like he's not putting out new music saying, buy my new shit, I'm about to go on tour to promote my new shit. We as a culture haven't appreciated what's been given to us already.
Yeah.
So now I think that is really where the problem lies.
I'm with
Not
you.
necessarily that we want our older artists to still play the current game. Is no, let's appreciate what it was in that time.
I just don't want, because I see this a lot now. Like you said, we're about to move on. I just don't want any music, new or old, from an elder artist to come on and go, yo, he's old. Turn that shit off. That's a fact.
I don't think people do
Oh,
that.
y'all
No.
y'all
Some
are
people
OG.
do.
Yes, they do.
No, yeah, okay. A lot of people do that. But
What?
if the music was mad fire, no one's gonna be like, turn that shit off. They're old. If it was fire, we would listen to it.
Leave y'all opinion in the comments.
You gotta get the slaps, bro.
Leave y'all opinion in the
Better
comments.
hippity hop your ass up out of my
I know.
motherfucking playlist.
I
nigga.
know.
How about that?
I know.
Put some fire on the playlist.
Keep aging it. It is
Nah,
some
put some
fire, but it's
nah.
you consider it
Nah,
old
put some-
fire, so you
nah.
won't play it.
Not the hibbity hop shit, nah.
Bro.
Old fire is that 50, bro. That Nori.
To you.
Nah, that dog, like doggy
To
style,
you.
that's that old fire, that
To
Tupac, that Biggie, that's that whole
Yeah,
that's
then the
hard.
motherfucker that's 45 gonna tell you that shit is goddamn KRS-One
Nah.
and MC Shan.
Niggas don't jack that nigga.
Yo, SaVon, if Drake flipped the hip hop, not the hip hop, the hip to the hippie to all that,
He would love it.
you would you like it? Matter of
would
fact,
love
no, bump that.
If the shorty
Pusha-
like it.
If
If a
Pusha
baddie
flipped
bump
it,
that shit, I'ma hibbity hop my ass all in the club, nigga. You crazy as hell. I'ma hibbity hop.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when Pusha turn 50?
he's quiet.
Ooh,
He's
I
quiet.
was about to say something reckless, but I'm with you.
I know.
Nah, just say I'll bleep it out.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna believe it.
Nah, ask me that question again.
What you gonna do when Pusha turns 50?
We want to thank you guys for tuning into the Need to Know podcast.
It was a fact, I ain't got a fact for y'all today.
Bleep that shit.
Yo, this motherfucker right.
SaVon's gonna get us canceled.
No, I'm not. That's his brand, bro. That's my man's, bro. We appreciate y'all tuning in. This was a very fun episode.
Shit.
And thank y'all for letting me like draft my fantasy team. I had an amazing draft, by the way.
Let's talk about it. Do you got a nice team?
Like,
if you lose,
Nah, no lie. I'm gonna show y'all. Like, so at the end of every draft, you get like a draft recap of what the algorithm thinks your team, how your team will perform.
Wait, do you have to like pick the person before someone else does?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's legit a draft. Like, hey, I want this person, that person, whatever the case.
That's so cute.
So that's what I did. So thank y'all for allowing me to like sit back there and do that.
That sounds fun.
While we potted. But
You're
look,
welcome.
this is what they expect me to do. I went crazy.
Who's on your team?
We got it. Okay, y'all. So I know y'all can't see this, but I'm gonna tell you what they saying. All right, NFL fantasy. Looking forward toward the title. Straight cash homie. Oh, that's your shit?
Yeah, that's my name.
Straight cash homie loads up on backs. What the fuck?
Hey, yo.
What you want me to do, bro?
No pause. Fast forward.
That's your team?
My team is crazy, bro.
Okay, well, he has an A+ draft grade.
Thank you.
Damn.
And he's projected to finish first. He's projected to win. All right.
To
For
not
all
lose a
you
game.
new people,
Who's on the
new
roster? Who's on
listeners,
the roster?
SaVon be winning like 10 bands per week
On
on
that
this shit.
shit.
This is
Not
why we
per
let him do
week.
that.
No, it's true.
This is why I can't find love, because y'all niggas out here telling people I'm making 10 bands a week. I got all these women trying to fucking...
Watch his Instagram stories in the next few weeks, okay, guys?
Oh,
We back.
shit.
We back.
It up.
Yeah. With that being said, if you are this far in the podcast, there's no reason you shouldn't be subscribed, like, comment, all that good stuff. Keep us in your algorithm. Keep us in your thoughts. Keep us in your podcast weekly rotation. I know we bumped some of your faves out of there. Added us to, you know.
My
Hey, y'all, what's up?
Nah, we did though. That's what they were saying in the
Salute to all the
comments.
new listeners, man.
Some of them niggas hated me though. I ain't like that shit.
I don't know why niggas don't be hating me because they never say it to my face. That's why I just be laughing when they,
don't
say
say it to
people
my
be
face
hating.
either.
Yeah, that's why I don't really
They
believe
really don't.
anybody. That's
They
why.
really don't.
Yeah, that's why I don't believe
It's
anybody.
engagement at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's engagement. I'm starting to learn this world shit.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. But with that being said, it is what you need to know when you need to know on the Need to Know podcast. We will be back again next week. Peace out, y'all.
Gang.